that did nothing last week but make a mess.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Roadcaster, the way it is, it does the job that whatever that is trying to tell us that it does.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Apparently Lamar Jackson went off on somebody after his surprise.
Yeah, I haven't seen what he said, but I saw that coaches react to what Lamar. I'm like,
dude, he went in on this dude on Twitter. The guy tweeted out something like, when someone is asking for over $250 million guaranteed, like at LJ era, games like this should not come down to Justin Tucker. Let Lamar walk and spend that money on a well-rounded team. And yeah,
I heard we're in the market for a starting quarterback.
And then Lamar's response said, boy, STFU, y'all be capping too much on this app. MF never smelt a football field, never did shit but eat dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's slightly out of character for him. He does usually handle himself very well.
He didn't like that.
Yeah. Alrighty then.
Alrighty then.
According to this, the Twitch notification just went out. Somebody's here, and I'm going to thank them for being here. I'm going to give stuff away. We give stuff away this week, and I think I'm going to give away next week, too.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a season of giving.
Season of giving.
Yes. Next week's going to be a good one. Cranky's here. We can start.
That's really all that matters, right?
Yes. Next week's going to be a very big giveaway, and I'm only going to do the giveaway if we've got enough people here to do a giveaway. So I'll tell you now, Cranky, tell all your friends if you want to have a chance at a giveaway next week. And if both of them show up, we'll do it. Are you ready for your 5 and Shree? You can be a private dancer for Cranky here.
Sure. I'm sure other people will jump in.
Here's hoping. Well.
I went with each one teach one tonight.
Nice choice. Wait till you see what I have. I do not have one of the new ones, so don't get too happy.
And I went with Ginger Dead.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't think about it until after the fact, maybe on my second cup. Instead of creamer, I'm going to cream my Ginger Dead with eggnog. And see how that goes.
Fancy. Hey, Gail's here. All right,
I don't know if Gail heard that. So
we've got an audience of 2. But we can say when we go live. Mm-hmm. Of course, we are live, but you know what I mean.
Because there's nothing as polarizing as people who either like or hate eggnog. Well, I shouldn't say there's nothing as polarizing, but it is a polarizing topic.
It is an issue, yes.
Where do you stand on the eggnog debate?
I am pro eggnog.
We will find out when we do a 5 and 3.
Well, we can do that. So let's do that with a Shree. Who's your mama?
This week on the Mr. Throwback Thursday podcast, we bring you a Fresh in Peace, a Saudi hip-hop podcast, hip-hop architecture, a whole lot of Christmas-themed articles, and new music from your new artist of the month. What else? Let's listen.
It's not just a day. It's Mr. Throwback Thursday.
Now with strength, street night. I want y'all to tell me the name of my 1,
2, 3. And now, here's your host, Bill Winters, and Mr. Throwback himself, Robbins.
Once again, back is the incredible. No, not incredible.
And
just
us.
your yes, and us. Just your two favorite idiots, bringing you your favorite classic hip hop podcast. Welcome to Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 461. Bill from New York, Jamie down from Virginia. How are you, my friend?
I am well. Of course, I am well. Tonight, I have the chocolate rum ball cold brew
Oh,
in my fancy silicone tumbler.
I see that. Very nice.
And I also have the first bottle delivered from my rum exchange.
Very nice. So, what bottle did you receive?
I got this Diplomatico 2005 single vintage.
Whoa,
Yeah,
that is a nice gift.
it is. And
I
would
don't
like to-
know much about rum, but I do know that is most definitely considered top shelf. That is
Yeah.
not well rum.
It is not. It is quite
Delicious.
I don't know where it came from because it was sent to me from Santa Claus.
Anonymously, I like
Yeah,
it.
no, it said it right on the package. It said Santa Claus. But
Took out his license and it gold said Santa Claus.
it was Santa Claus with an E, so it kind of bothered me.
Oh, so Tim Allen sent it to you.
Apparently, yes.
Okay.
But anyway, whoever it was, thank you very much because it's well over $45.
Yes, yes, it is.
So
That
it was
I know.
somebody who has Bugs Bunny money, or you know,
Or somebody who just doesn't like to play by the rules.
yeah, could be, and I appreciate them going that way as opposed to going the
Yeah.
other way.
No, that's very cool. Very nice indeed.
Yeah. We're doing
So-
a giveaway tonight.
We are.
We're going to give away
I heard rumor of such thing.
this pair of socks.
I like those
'Cause-
socks.
It's getting cold, and people
You
need
need-
socks.
You need socks.
These
Yes.
are Death Wish socks still in the package.
I actually have Death Wish socks on right now.
I have no socks on because it's 70 degrees.
Oh,
And-
it is not 70 degrees up in New York. I'm telling you that right now. So
But yeah, so comment, it's at the bottom of the screen down here.
Mm-hmm.
# socks to win socks.
hashtag socks.
Now, next week, if I will put it out now, so the people who are viewing now or the people who are listening on Thursday or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
if we get enough advertisement, we get enough people to join the room,
Mm-hmm.
enough sharing of next week's episode link, before the show airs, I will give away another type of sock. It is a Death Wish Christmas stocking for you to hang by your tree.
Very nice.
But wait, there's more,
More, you say?
because if you order now, you will also get the elusive blackout bag of coffee.
Oh, that is an elusive bag.
Now, I would recommend not drinking it because this is like 2 years old, maybe 3. But it's
But
been
it's vacuum
sealed.
sealed.
It is, and it's been in a cool, dry place. The smelly sock, no, the stocking.
Nice.
So that's for next week if we get enough people to make it worthwhile.
Absolutely.
When you guys see me share the link next week, share it all over the world, and if we get the people here, we'll give that away.
So you went through what you're drinking. I have the Each One Teach One mug tonight,
Nice,
which is filled with Ginger Dead,
very
which
nice.
is my favorite brew. And I didn't think about it until after, and I may do it on my second cup. I have just regular Coffee Mate and sugar in there because that's how they recommend you drink it.
Yes,
But I like eggnog,
raw.
and I like it raw. Now, I think next one I'm going to, instead of using Coffee Mate, I'm going to cream my coffee with the eggnog just
so
to
it's going
see
to cream
how
his jeans with
if
coffee.
If it tastes that good, but I want to see how the eggnog with the nutmeg and all that stuff mixes with the Ginger Dead coffee. So I have a feeling that is going to be, as 2 T's, 2 U's, 1 Ola would say.
Delicious.
I hope it is anyway.
Yes,
And-
I would
and
think so.
we
And
got
John,
into
to
this-
answer your question, is None more black.
Oh God, that reminds me of a Bert Kreischer thing. You like Bert Kreischer, yes?
Yes,
The Machine.
and I cannot wait for his movie.
The Machine.
Yes,
Have you heard his routine? Don't fucking start with me, Sarah. Have you heard his routine on the Starbucks employee?
yes. That's
That's what that reminded me of. Yep. Room for cream. No, I don't want it to know who its parents
Yes. Yes. Bert is quite the
are.
on the edge comedian.
He's fucking funny, dude. We saw
like
him.
Yeah, I
We
know.
saw him at the Civic Center, and it was me and Emily, and she was like, "Oh, Dad, this is fun." She goes, "If this is funny, I can't wait to see John Mulaney." And Mulaney was even funnier because when a comic starts with, "So let me tell you all about my rehab from my drug problem,"
Yeah.
because that's what her shirt says that she got from the show. It says right on it, "I saw him right after he got out of rehab."
It's kind of like that search interview. Oh, we're not going to get into that though.
Oh. Somebody's got receipts. That's
They
all
do.
I'm going to say on that.
They do. And
If you are interested in knowing what we're talking about,
of those two people involved, we've had one on the show
we have. And
repeatedly.
Yes. And the other one.
Didn't want to be here.
Nope. But yeah, for those who are wondering what we're talking about, hit Jamie up on his Instagram feed, which is at Mr. Throwback Thursday.
Yeah, might
Send him an Instagram message. He will send you what we're talking about.
Yeah,
Because
it just all depends on who
God.
you follow.
damn.
You follow interesting people, interesting things happen.
Well, I got most of my follow list on that from you. So
Yeah.
anyway, we've done enough kibitzing about shit. It is time to go over what we've got tonight.
Oh,
It's hip hop headlines. We got quite a few
good.
pieces of hip hop headlines. As we said in the beginning, we got a lot of Christmas stuff. And
yeah. It's the
I mean, it
clock
is
ticks
December as we air. It's
yep.
December, so
Yes, as the
which
clock ticks
means-
December, a lot of things happen.
because it's a new month as we air.
Mm-hmm.
That means something around here. That means there's a new artist of the month, and
It
we're going to
also
go
means we
over
have to
that.
talk about fresh flicks.
We do a fresh flick so good that not only did I join you for it,
Mm-hmm. For the
I
whole
watched
thing,
I watched it again the next day
Look
with
out.
Emily.
was it cool
So-
as ice?
No,
Yeah. Okay.
no, we did not watch that. We watched this month's.
Gotcha.
And I told a couple of people about it where I think the doctor I work with is going to watch it too because he didn't know that Disney had it. So
Yeah. And the live one is coming here right before,
very
right after
cool.
my birthday. I'm not going again, but it will be here.
no, but that's good to know. I'm sure B will get something going with Freshtopia to have something going on with that. But
Yeah, it'll be right down the road from him.
oh, that's right. Gail's a college football fan.
Yes.
Football, fantastic. Are you talking Florida State versus Florida? Because I know you live in Seminole country.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to assume that she's talking Seminoles and Gators. And I believe that game was won by the Seminoles like late or by.
Well, if she was saying
like,
it was a
3
good game,
points or
then it would
something.
have to have been won by them. Yes.
But it was like 38-35 or something like that. I mean, it's just one of those games that, not like
It's
the
just
shit on
one of them
Thanksgiving.
games.
Although the Thanksgiving games weren't that boring this year.
No, they weren't
See,
bad.
I was right. FSU versus the University of Florida.
Nice.
And I did know that Florida State won. I just didn't remember the final. I know it was a close game, though. So we have hip-hop headlines. We talked about that.
Yep.
We have couple of pieces of Woo News. We have a one and done that when I first looked at it, I didn't see the last letter was different. I was going to say, this guy's not a one and done. He may be deceased, but he's not
Yes,
a one and
but he's
done.
not, no.
And then I said, oh, that's a different letter.
That
And
is, yes.
You'll know what I'm talking about. Record of the week from our new artist of the month.
Mm-hmm.
We will, again, talk about the fresh flicks. I will read some lyrics, of course. Time permitting, we'll have a non-fungible football league update. And then we shall put a bow on episode 461. But before we wrap it up, we have to unwrap it.
We do.
So with a little Christmas unwrapping, would you be so kind to hit me with a little of that Triple H that we start off with?
Yay.
This is Hip Hop has brought to you by Mr. Throwback Thursday.
Well, get on it. It's your turn.
It is my turn. And my turn is going to start with a fresh and peace because, it's a brand new month. And, of course, we have to start with somebody passing away on us.
We do.
Again, at an age too young to go. This comes to us. It came to us from a whole lot of places. We went with a
Yeah.
Third base, the De
all of a
La
sudden
Soul
want to hear
collaborator.
the Prime Minister, Sinister.
Thanks, Search.
Yeah.
And now for the Prime Minister.
That's all I can think of when I read the name.
And that is, my label mate Don Newkirk may step to him. De La Soul and third base collaborator Don Newkirk has passed away at the way too early age of 56 years old.
It seems to be a magic number lately.
Raheem of the Furious Five shared a Facebook post Friday, November 25th, confirming Don Newkirk passed away. It's with a heavy heart. I announce the transitioning of my brother Don Newkirk, 56 years young, among the first R&B artists signed to Def Jam Records. My condolences go out to his family. SIP bro. He later told All Hip Hop, one of our close friends called me and told me that Don's daughter called and told him. So, yeah, I mean, he was an R&B guy, but he was mostly known, like you said, for the voiceover stuff on the third base albums because he had the classic Don Pardo voice.
Oh, yes. But he did all of the music on one of the Stetsasonic albums. I saw Daddy-O post about it. I was like, holy shit, yeah.
Surprised.
Yeah, since Stetsasonic is a hip-hop band.
Because, I was this week years old when I found that out. So
Yeah, I had no idea that he had done, and I got to go back and look and see which one it is. But Daddy-O posted it. So if you follow Daddy-O anywhere, you should be able to see what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And then you guys can teach me because I forgot.
It's pretty sad. 56. He dropped a solo album called Funk City, which was on a subsidiary of Def Jam Records, OBR, Columbia Records. Had 2 singles that came off of it. Newkirk, I guess, had talked to All Hip Hop last year and reflected on what he had meant to hip hop and to R&B. He says Funk City was like an mode of me experimenting, learning instrumentation, learning how to use my voice in a different way other than just rapping, because I was never a singer. I was always an MC, but I just felt like I could express what I was trying to say better with melody back then. So it came out more so as Funk City, which I think is dope because it gave people a whole different element of me and just that whole time of like what was going on with our crew. Maybe I would have had more success if I had stuck to MCing, being the 3 Feet High and Rising came out and Gasface was about to come out. And then I was in that whole camp, pretty much in the Native Tongues camp, but not really a native tongue, more so because I was singing and spitting. But I'm glad that it did go down that way. Yeah. He's like the native gums.
Yes.
More so because I was singing rather than spitting, but I'm glad that it did go down that way. It went down because it created this legacy that I'm only now realizing has made an effect that I didn't even know from back then because we didn't have internet back then.
Right. That's a big deal. These guys who did contribute so much and did affect so many other people who never found out that they affected that many people.
And then I didn't know this either. Back in 2016, not too terribly long ago, Newkirk joined along with Prince Paul.
Yes.
Ladybug Mecca and Rodrigo Brandao as a member of Brookzilla, which was a short-lived but very potent experimental project that released an album. The album's called Throwback to the Future.
It's on par with Ali Shaheed Muhammad's Lucy Pearl. It was an experimental group, and they put out one album, and it was cool, but that was it. So it's like we tried. I don't know. It's kind of like Cool Keith, which is easy for me
Nothing
to say.
is like Cool
Keith. But how Keith decides I want to do the Analog Brothers with Ice-T, but we're going to be these different personalities, and that's a thing. And then he never goes back to that. He moves on and tries something else. I think Lucy Pearl and what's the name of this one?
Brookzilla.
I think they're along the same
Throwback
lines.
to the Future was the name of the album.
The album,
the fact
right?
that it's got throwback in it, I'm shocked we haven't done it. So,
yeah, but those type of minds, Prince Paul being one of those same, decides I want to
like-minded
do this.
individuals.
That was cool. Now I want to find something else to do that might be cool.
Right. So Prince Paul and Newkirk got back together later on to compose the score for Who Killed Malcolm X on Netflix. So Don Newkirk passing away at 56 years old, way too young. The Mr. Throwback Thursday podcast extends our deepest sympathies and condolences to the family, fans, and friends of Don Newkirk.
Yeah, yeah.
56 is too young, man.
I know.
Next article, pure hip hop. Isn't that what we deal with on a regular basis, I think?
I'd like to think so.
We try to anyway. So pure hip hop comes to us from ArabNews.com. First time we've ever listened to this.
Because, it is our basis is classic hip hop and the artists that provided it to us. But at times, hip hop in general needs to be represented here too. Like something like this, just like when we had the vodka from Russia, we had Friction Yak. If it's something out there trying to do what we do, we need to let people know.
And we can certainly get behind the idea of somebody who loves hip-hop so much starting a podcast about it.
Yes.
So this comes to us, ArabNews.com. A Saudi rapper creates a hip-hop podcast in Arabic.
Yes.
Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Saudi music producer, rapper, and composer Bandar
didn't get a
Al
hello
Fahad.
I didn't get a Larry King.
Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, hello.
There we go.
How's that? Bandar Al Fahad is his name. He started a podcast in Arabic to provide the latest updates on the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia's hip-hop scene. His first podcast, Pure Hip Hop, released, I guess he's on YouTube, kind of like us, back in August. Other Saudi and Arab rappers shed light on the hip-hop culture in the country, as well as its relationship with Saudi society and the history of the genre. Al Fahad told Arab News, "I'm a big supporter of the hip-hop culture in the kingdom. I wish to have a unique style. I am keen for hip-hop to appear with Saudi rhythms that distinguish it as Saudi music." So
that's cool right there. Because when Imran was on in your place, we did, there's this women rap group in somewhere in India. I don't remember exactly where they were, but they had done the same thing, made that distinct Indian sound, and half of them spoke in their different dialects,
and whatever it was, Farsi or whatever it was. I'm not sure what
there was multiple languages depending on who came up there. So
because
make it
remember,
yours.
If you remember, after you forwarded that to me for QA, first thing I said to you was, "Those Indian girls can go."
Yeah. Yep.
So
so I like that. It's not we're trying to be American hip hop. We're trying to take what was created there and make it sound like it belongs and came from here. I really like that. I mean, I may not like the way it sounds, but for them, that's what they should be doing.
So he said he first discovered his passion for music while pursuing an undergraduate degree in media communications, and that he would be soon dropping 2 more episodes of his show. Podcasting is the way I think is best to deliver my message. I had many questions about hip-hop. That's when I decided to deliver information on it to a Saudi audience. Alpha Had collaborates with other Saudi YouTubers such as Ibrahim Basha, Dialer, Faisal Tiger, in the place with the bomb,
Indeed,
I'm sure,
yes.
and Fahad Al-Dokay to create music and jingles for local organizations. He also aims to create a go-to platform for the genre, kind of like what we do. So
That's
I
what I'm
got
talking
I got
about.
a lot of respect for this man. When I receive a campaign, I use their idea and begin creating the music and the beats. If they don't have a specific idea, we begin the creative process, and I initially draw the idea on a piano keyboard and then transfer it to the studio where we can use live instruments and musicians.
Like De La Soul.
The musician said he was thankful that the kingdom was placing increased focus on the music industry, especially via the recently established Music Commission. That's big,
Yeah.
because there's plenty of other countries that there's no hip-hop scene in this country.
No.
And I don't want to
And
mention
everything-
any names,
Nope.
but their
National
initials are Russia.
Underground.
So, with the help of education services in the field of music, the young generation can now turn their passion for music into a career. Musicians can now learn, produce, and have people hear their voice. Al Fahad said at first he could only perform for friends and family, says that he would like to have a lasting impact on the kingdom's music scene. My future projects include working on my company about content and music production, and I'm also working on 3 singles and a mini album. Around here, 3 singles is a mini album.
It is a mini album, yeah. And the remixes.
So, congratulations to Saudi rapper
Turned
Vander
podcaster.
Al Fahad. So,
Yes.
you got support here from this side of the pond.
Yes, sir.
Good on you. And we would love to one day. I'll have to look for a show and listen to it. How
And
cool
hope you
would
can
it be
understand
if,
it.
How cool would it be if we could get on his show with an interpreter, or he come on our show
Yeah.
with an interpreter?
I'll hold
That'd
my
be-
Google Translate up to the screen. So I can-
Yeah, dumber things have happened.
yes, like this show.
Article number 3: Architect like Paradise.
Yes. This is not about Paradise Gray, by the way.
No. Stirworld.com. Another first timer.
Yeah.
Welcome. Stirworld.com says, is hip hop architecture the 5th element of hip hop culture?
I don't know if I would say the 5th, but
No, I'd say
you could
it's
use it as a building block.
a building block or a subdivision of
Or
one
an
of the
affiliate.
elements, or an affiliate. That's what it is. It's an elemental affiliate.
Yes. And sooner
Wow.
or later, it's going to cut its dick off and jump off a building.
We haven't talked about that motherfucker in a long time.
I know.
And that came out of nowhere.
Yep.
So, as MODA hosts the exhibition Close to the Edge, the birth of hip-hop architecture, STIR, which stands for See, Think, Inspire, and Reflect, speaks with the curator of the exhibition, Sekou Cook, about the design movement. So, I think we've talked about Sekou Cook in the past because I remember the name. It's at the Center for Architecture in New York City, this
The
Display.
exhibit or display. Yeah.
and it's really very true to the style of street writing and everything. I mean,
Yeah.
if I looked at this kind of looks like the back of all of your textbooks when we were in high
Yeah.
school.
Yep.
And I say that in a good way.
Yeah. No, I understand. Most people who didn't go to school with us may not, and they may have to just envision. But if you go and click on the link in the show notes, you'll have a very, very good idea what we're talking about.
Yeah, there's a nice long interview with Cook on this. I'm not
Yeah.
going to read the whole thing.
No, but it's a really cool thing to look at.
Especially since they start off, he's like, well, how would you explain hip-hop architecture to someone who's not familiar with it? He goes, I would first challenge whether or not they are really unfamiliar with it, with hip-hop culture.
Right.
he says, but I'm not 100% sure how to define it. So,
Yeah, which it seems like we're dodging the article. It isn't easy to describe or to define, and this is a guy who's doing it.
it's a form of art, and they always say they say the same thing about art and pornography. I can't define it, but I know what it is when I see it. So,
yeah, we need Mike Brady here to explain it.
oh my God. That
Hip hop architect.
a little Robert Reed reference out of nowhere. Holy shit.
Rolling tonight.
Next article, Fallen Soldiers. We played this,
We did.
and
we played it before there was an article about it. That's how on top of things we are.
and we played this, and it's one of the few old to the news that when we were done, I really didn't feel like I had anything to say to add to it.
Yeah, no, and we got good responses from the group.
Great
Yeah.
responses from
Yeah.
the group. I think the posse loved it.
Yep.
Now, Stetsasonic, the world's first hip-hop band,
yes.
released a new song paying homage to the multitude of hip-hop and R&B stars who have been passed away, died, or been killed over the years. It's called Fallen Soldiers. We debuted it, 2 weeks ago, I think.
No, last week.
Was it last week?
Yep.
It seems like 2 weeks ago.
Seems like forever.
It does seem like forever because I've listened to it quite a few times since
Yeah.
then. Rendered even more powerful by the video, which combines photos of the artists and the producers and the DJs that we've lost, including Biz and K-Slay and Left Eye and Sean Price and Heavy D and Tupac and Biggie and Guru and Dilla. And, Daddy-O explained in a statement that one recent loss in particular inspired the track. He goes, the record was initially inspired by the passing of our fallen brother Coolio.
Coolio, yeah.
However, as we started recording, the record took on a life of its own. I really
And look,
love what it turned into.
Coolio didn't die that long ago for this to be this quality of a song, and all the people included in it.
Well, that tells you a lot about the quality of the artist, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I mean, Stet is they're legends for a reason.
Yeah.
I mean, they even mentioned Scott LaRock's shooting death in the song, if
Yeah.
you remember.
Yep.
Yeah, they compared to Takeoff getting shot from Migos.
Wow.
So,
Which I read today that they have another rapper in custody for that. I'm not familiar with the guy, and I didn't put the story in, but there is a follow-up on that.
I mean, there's some modern rappers too that were mentioned in the show,
Yeah,
in
Nipsey
the
was-
song. Nipsey Hussle, Pop Smoke, PNB Rock, King Von, Young Dolph. And then there's some that weren't necessarily mentioned, like Big L and Proof, but their photos were in there.
They were in it, yeah.
They used Black Rob, Buffy's, and DMX's vocals on samples in the song. Yeah, there's a roll call at the end of the song, if you don't remember, that has like Soulja Slim, Mac Dre, MF Doom. I mean, it's just crazy how this song came about and how they, like you said, how fucking good it is in a short period
in
of
the
time.
short period that they took to put it together, yeah.
So I love the comments on this. First comment was, "This is Stetsa. If you don't know who Stetsasonic is, you don't belong in this culture."
Yes.
Negative comments about Stetsasonic only expose you as a poser.
That's fair.
So, yeah.
I mean, you don't have to like Stetsasonic. You do need to know who the hell they are and what they've done.
And just, somebody's like, appreciate the effort, but is that even considered a beat? And somebody responded with, what, you've never heard live instruments before? So, just, people like to complain just to complain. And
Yeah,
it's a lot
keyboard
easier
commandos,
to do
yeah.
it. Yeah, it's a lot easier to do it when you got a fake screen name and you don't have your real name on there and you can just sit there and talk shit about everybody. So, take it for what it's worth. These
Boy,
people
you
can
should have
all-
known by now. Easy does it.
They can all eat a dick.
They
So,
can.
big black rubber one.
A whole bag of baby ones.
Next article, Christmas presents. Comes to
Yes.
us from Yahoo Finance.
Yes. So should you be looking for something to purchase for the Christmas season?
The Fresh Dolls by World of EPI releases a new collection with LL Cool J's global hip-hop platform, Rock the Bells. You
Now,
might have heard
LL
us talk about that.
LL is becoming Snoop, who is becoming Master P, because as soon as he owned Rock the Bells, he is now branching Rock the Bells out
That
everywhere
shit
he
took
can.
Off.
I
soon
miss
you're gonna
Shantae today.
You're going to have Rock the Bells dog food.
But you might as well.
The Fresh Dolls by World of EPI, which is a leading manufacturer of multicultural dolls and toys, have teamed up with Rock the Bells, founded by LL Cool J, for a hip-hop themed collection available in-store and online at select Walmart locations.
Okay, player.
The first wave of products, released in honor of the 50th anniversary of hip-hop, includes new Ebony and Anthony dolls wearing iconic
Ebony
hip-hop-inspired fashions.
And Anthony.
You can find them at Walmart aisle 3. They're wearing iconic hip-hop inspired fashions, thematic adult coloring books featuring contemporary modern style from acclaimed artist Jay Pierce. And this is all according to a press release. As part of the licensing agreement, and my
Man down,
green
man
screen
down.
my green screen just hit the deck. So welcome back, green screen. Thank you for coming. As part of the licensing agreement, World of EPI will release ongoing waves of additional products in partnership with Rock the Bells, including fashion dolls, role-play products, coloring books, and more, all inspired by the iconic hip-hop culture.
See, the thing I
That
like about
is
this,
cool.
yeah, the thing I like about this is that it's at Walmart. LL is not going to, is Neiman Marcus still a thing? I don't even know.
Think it's still a thing.
I don't even
in
know
the
where they
city.
rank anymore. They used to be a big thing.
Yeah.
So he's not shooting for these high end places. He's going, my people shop at Walmart. I'm going to put it in Walmart.
I got news for you. Everybody shops at Walmart.
Yeah,
Even
whether you
Neiman
do it-
Marcus people shop at Walmart when they need certain things.
Yeah. Whether you do it from your computer or if you go into that hellhole, everybody's got to shop there for something.
Well, I, up until this past year, had my camper up in Lake George.
Right. Yep.
There's a Walmart within, I think, 1.5 miles away from the camper. We used to go there all the time.
Yeah.
For everything.
That's what we do. Every time we go on vacation, like if we use our timeshare and go somewhere, we go and get groceries and stuff like that when we get there. So we always just put in the address and go, where's the nearest Walmart? Because they're going to have what you need. And now they have Rock the Bells dolls or whatever they're called.
Why is this thing falling all over the place?
I don't know.
What am I stuck on? There we go. Okay, I was stuck on the back of the chair.
Stuck on you. Oh,
Lionel Richie. But anyway, the Walmart up by my camper
yes.
had a fucking active shooter yesterday. So I was like, oh, it's a
mine-
good thing.
Mine down here down the road had 7 people die.
Yeah, I'm like, it's a goddamn good thing I wasn't up there this weekend.
Yeah.
Because that's all I need is to hear fucking pop, pop, pop while I'm in there buying my fucking coffee mate for Emily. So, but yeah, good on LL for one, for teaming up with these guys, and two, like you said, offering it in a
Making it
place
accessible.
where it's more, where it's more accessible to people with maybe not as much disposable income as those who shop in the high end retail things.
Plus,
Like-
the people who shop in those high end places aren't going to be going in there looking for Rock the Bells dolls.
No, probably not. But good for them. So
Yeah.
go check that out from Yahoo. It's just another reason for me to do that.
Yes.
Christmas presents part 2. More Christmas presents.
Well, yes. Because it's Christmas time in
Brooklyn
Hollis,
vegan.
Queens.
And mom looking chicken and collard greens. Did you
Indeed.
see? I tagged you, by the way, that
Yes.
the guy from NHL Radio had made mention of that. He's like,
Of
it's
that
Christmas
song?
time in
Yes.
Hollis, Queens. And I said, Mom's cooking chicken and collard greens. He goes, there it is. And I said, this is Mr. Throwback
Yes,
Thursday approved.
that's where I saw it when it was approved.
Yeah, that's Scott Laughlin from Sirius XM NHL Radio.
Gotcha.
He's actually a metal guy. He's Kiss.
It's not a
Judas
it's not
Priest
a
and
far way to go to cross over from there.
no, because you are too to a certain extent. I mean,
Yeah,
But-
but I went the other way.
but then he quoted it, and I was like, all right, I gotta, beans and rice, macaroni and cheese.
So I got to roll with it.
Santa putting presents under Christmas trees. So Brooklyn Vegan says these new Run DMC holiday action figures are the perfect way to celebrate Christmas
spend
in
the day.
Hollis. Now, these are not to be confused with the ones that somebody had posted online on the Facebook page.
No, this is them.
I thought these were Funko Pops that they had posted.
No, they're
I'll
from.
have to look
I think they're
because I
from
think
Super
that-
7.
Because I think there's a Funko Pop.
Oh, that's the
thing
one
is
Richie
too.
was showing us.
Yeah. Because they're
Yeah.
available in Walmart too.
Those are in Walmart. Yes.
So
So this is the one that comes with Santa's wallet and the ill reindeer as
Right.
part of it.
yes. Of course, everybody knows if you're thinking hip hop Christmas, you're thinking Christmas in Hollis.
Yes.
The reaction figure versions of Run, DMC, and Jam Master Jay that are in this collection each stand 3 3/4 inches tall, sport tracksuits, gold chains, and Santa hats. Set comes with 2 microphones with gift bows, a sack of cash, Santa's wallet, and an ill reindeer.
The ill reindeers, it's worth it right there. I mean, I've got 3 Run DMC Funkos Pops here, and then I have the little people set as
Right.
well. So now I need that set, but I'm not allowed to have it because I got too much shit.
Yeah. You have a lot of shit in your house. so
I do.
I will say that. But
Yep. I got stuff and junk and things. And
yeah, it says you can also get Run DMC in action figure form minus the Christmas accessories as well if you order it online. But yeah, I think it's cool as hell, man. And I love the fact that they were smart. They only gave him 2 microphones, one for Run, one for DMC. Run looks pretty much like himself. D looks a little round faced, but that's all right. I know what they're dealing with. And the ill reindeer is just cool as shit.
yeah, I can put it right down here next to my Snoop on the stoop.
So, since we're talking about the song, the Return
yes.
of the Kings.
You like how I just laid those all together like that?
It's funny how things like that
Programming
go together.
genius.
Hip Hop DX brings us this. Run DMC have performed Christmas in Hollis for the first time in nearly 20 years.
Yes. Now the song has been performed, just not by them.
Right.
Chance
Now-
the Rapper and Keenan Thompson did it on Saturday Night Live.
And it's for ABC's Wonderful World of Disney Magical Holiday Celebration, which
Just they're bringing
think
it
was
back.
on. I think that was on yesterday. Wonderful World
don't
of
know.
Disney was always a Sunday night thing. I think, yeah, it was on last night. But I'm sure if you have Hulu or whatever, you can find it and stream it.
Or you pull it up on demand or
Yeah. So the pre-film special includes guest appearances from artists such as Dollar General Usher, who we talked about last week, who Janelle actually likes. So I'll say his name, Neo.
I have no issue with him. He's just Usher light, you know. He's,
Jordan Sparks and Black Eyed Peas without Fergie.
well, of course, because she no there.
No.
She gone.
Star
I wonder if they
Studded
got somebody to
program-
fill in for her. Anybody who saw it, because Gail said yes. So I don't know if Gail actually saw it to know if they had a female voice fill in, because one of the songs, didn't it say they were doing Let's Get It
They were
Started?
doing, no, they're doing
Or-
I Got a Feeling.
I got a feeling. Okay, I knew it was one of them big ones where there's a Fergie presence.
Yeah. So again, Christmas in Hollis was the big highlight of the whole thing, with the Magic Kingdom Castle as the backdrop.
Who was their DJ? Was it one of Jay's kids? Because I know he's got 2 sons, and I believe they both DJ.
It doesn't say who the DJ was for this.
I'll have to watch it and see.
God, you know what? Do you know what record they sampled for that?
For what?
For Christmas in Hollis?
That one?
I don't know if that's the part they sampled,
Or the
but Clarence Carter, 1968, Backdoor Santa.
Sounds about right.
I'm gonna have to find that now because I never knew that. I'm gonna have to find that on YouTube, probably at the first break, to see if I can find what that sounds like. Oh, you're probably looking for it already. If I know you,
I wonder what that shit would sound like.
That's it, huh?
They call me Backdoor Santa. I make my runs about the break of day.
Never a bad time you can get Clarence Carter on this show, by
No.
the way. I'm just throwing it out there.
Or Clarence Clemens, for that matter.
Clarence Clemens.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Sarah's down with some Clarence Carter. The best part is DMC says that he now feels like he's forever part of the Christmas season because at this time of year, I can't walk 5 steps at the mall without someone shouting out the lyrics to Christmas in Hollis at me, he says.
All because of a very special Christmas.
Just yesterday, I was at the grocery store and the lady said, "Guess what's on my playlist right now?" And I said, "Christmas in Hollis." She said, "How did you know?"
No,
He
Daryl
says,
and Joe.
Because, well, that's on our playlist.
Yes.
But it doesn't even have to be Christmas.
Doesn't.
But I love the song, and I love it because it's short. You
Yes.
know, Christmas in Hollis is barely 3 minutes long.
Yeah. Well, I remember that's the reason my mom bought a very special Christmas album, because I told her I had heard that Run DMC was going to be on it, and I made her buy it.
The rest of that record's pretty good too.
Well, yes, but I didn't care.
Have you listened to like that whole series?
No, I remember the red one was the first one. I remember the green one.
Green
and I don't
one was
remember anything
second.
after that.
I think the gold one might have been third or fourth, and I think the gold one is the one that has Chris Cornell from Soundgarden doing
Oh, yeah, I
Ave
knew.
Maria, which is just fucking ridiculous. Because Ave Maria is one of my favorite Christmas tunes anyway, as well as Oh Holy Night, but nobody's covered that. So
No.
next article, son of Curtis Blow. Hello, Lieutenant Tom.
What up, Lieutenant Tom?
The
Yes,
son-
again, we're seeing the progression of stories here. News articles linked together by a common theme.
Now we'll talk about this in a little more detail
We
later, but
might,
this comes
Travis,
from
we might.
people.com. Rev Run, the aforementioned Run of Run DMC, now going by Rev Run,
Yes.
says that the Hip Hop Nutcracker on Disney Plus honors the original story, but everyone is popping, locking, and breaking.
And not speaking or singing.
No. He said his head was spinning when he joined Disney Plus's reinterpretation of the classic holiday season ballet. He is the only one who has a vocal part. Mm-hmm. And I think it's 4 different times he pops
Yeah.
up and raps a few bars. Tchaikovsky's The Nutcracker Ballet, which
You may have
I've
heard
always, I'm not a huge ballet fan as far as like watching the dance, but I've always been very taken with the Nutcracker music because it's just, I mean, a lot of times you hear classic commercials for Christmas and they have Nutcracker stuff in the background.
of. Right. I mean, everybody knows the music to it, whether they know where they know it from
Right.
or not.
So Joseph Simmons, known as Rev Run, stars alongside Allison Holker Boss and Stephen Twitch Boss in the Disney Plus special, The Hip Hop Nutcracker, which brings the classic tale of the Nutcracker to the streets in New York, replaces the original moves with updated choreography. It honors the story, but they're not doing ballerina stuff, although there is a little bit of classic ballet
There is,
in
and
there.
yes.
And
I mean,
it's-
we've talked about the live show on here repeatedly. Every year that it comes back, we bring it up, and Curtis Blow is the MC. But the Disney version has Rev Run as the MC.
Son of Curtis Blow.
Indeed. Whether they intended it that way or not, I don't know, but that's the way that I read it.
Mm-hmm. So this started on Disney Plus on November 25th. So it's been out for like 3 days.
Mhm.
And was it day one we saw it? The day
Yes.
it was released, I
Day
think?
it was released. Yep.
Based on the hit show of the stage show of the same name, which is touring all over the country and
Yes, which will be
Yeah,
in Norfolk
which-
in a week or two.
and which you have seen live.
I have.
Rev Run admits he wasn't familiar with the live show when he
live.
my dated. He says he wasn't familiar with the live show when he got the call from Disney, but that it didn't take long for him to jump on board. I know what Nutcracker is, but what's a hip hop Nutcracker? He says I've never been exposed to it because I never went to any of the plays, but they gave me the script and I was like, I'm down.
Yeah.
Well, of course, because he's the only one who speaks.
Right. He is the MC, which is a part he's been playing his entire life.
Yeah, he says he admits his head was spinning when he was told about it. He says it felt like it sounded like some Emmy-nominated stuff before it even gets started. So that's high praise.
It is.
Run doesn't do much of the intricate dancing, which makes sense because he can't. He dances as well as he beatboxes.
he
let's put it
beatboxes,
that
yes.
way. He goes, I'm rapping out the whole story, and I had to pull all this together in a few days. They gave me the script, which was like lyrics, and I had to put them into my own flavor and rap it out. I didn't have a lot of time, but I pulled it together, and it came out amazing, he says. So,
From what people tell me, not that I believe that I'm amazing or anything, except for I'm Rev Run and I'm fucking amazing. So
right. So, we may talk about that a little bit. It's
Yeah.
spoiler alert. We are going to talk about it
gonna
a
talk
little
about that,
earlier
yeah.
because it was the fresh flicks for this month. Wasn't supposed to be.
nope.
We
but-
had something else picked, but then we got notification that this came out, and we're like,
yeah,
we're
Yeah,
watching
Curtis.
this.
Curtis posted it and I saw it on Facebook and I said, oh shit, let me see when that releases. Okay, we're watching that.
It's funny because you sent it to me and said, what do you think? Fresh flicks for tonight?
Mhm.
And I said, well, if it's available, fuck yeah,
Said,
we'll watch that.
players.
So, new supergroup is our next article. We like
Yes.
supergroups around here, man.
We do.
AFH, which doesn't bring out articles or exist anymore,
they
but
don't exist
constantly
anymore.
tells us stuff. AFH brings us this one. Corrupt, Daz, Lady of Rage, without her Afro puffs,
Yes.
and RBX have formed a supergroup. Yeah, the guy that he didn't look anything like Blair Underwood. I felt a little cheated myself, John.
You would
during the
think me and
90s?
his brother, he would look exactly like him.
When Death Row Records president Dr. Dre at the time and introduced an incredible crew of new talent.
Accent or no accent?
That would be no accent. This
Okay,
would
just
be
checking.
Mr. Chronic.
Gotcha.
Introduced, a young man named Snoop. Several other artists integral to the Chronic and to Doggy Style. These artists have
You'll love
resumed
me.
plans of a supergroup. This week, the Dog Pounds, Dat Nickelback Daz
Mm-hmm.
Dillinger, announced that he, Corrupt, Lady of Rage, and RBX are releasing an album as the N-Mates. Title
It's
references
spelled very strange.
N''Matez.
Yes.
The title references their time at Death Row Records. RBX, who's a cousin of Snoop, and Daz was among the first artists to leave the label, reportedly after a dispute with a former teammate of his at the University of Las Vegas football team named Marion Suge Knight, which means he's lucky he didn't get run over by a truck.
Yes. Accidentally, of course.
The Dog Pound would top the charts with their multi-platinum debut, Dog Food. Daz and Corrupt would each release solo albums at the imprint following Dre's 1996 departure. Lady of Rage did the same, releasing Necessary
Straight
Roughness
out of Farmville, VA.
after a hiatus that included having a child. So it was reported this year, and we talked about it, that the Dog Pound have returned to the Row under Snoop's ownership now and are preparing Dog Food 2. So if the first one was dry dog food, maybe this is canned dog food.
Maybe. Well, there's
The
supposed
N-
to be a Dog Pound and Bone Thugs
Yeah, I thought so.
I thought
Giving a dog's a bone or something like that. Yeah.
Thug Pound.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But it never came to be.
I see.
The Inmates was a name used by Dre in marketing materials for The Chronic. After touring together, the foursome linked for the Daz-produced Tragical in 2011.
Is that like dramatical?
Well, it kind of rhymes with dramatical.
Yeah.
A lot of MCs like to use that word from what I've been told.
Yeah. A lot of MCs like to use the word tragical.
Now, Daz says he's executive producing a collection of 14 new songs and shared artwork. Daz is produced for Tupac and Nate Dogg and others. He's handling the boards, he said, for the December 9th single, Warning, which he previewed in a post that's embedded if you go to the show notes and click on this article. It's
Warning. Isn't that a Tiger song?
As in the place with the bomb?
You know, my girlfriend's foreign. Ain't kidding.
Everything's foreign with Tiger.
It is.
So, yeah, I think this is on Daz's Instagram. Yeah. It's at Daz Dillinger if you're interested in seeing it.
Gotcha.
So, this will definitely be a listen when it comes out.
It will. It will probably make the show.
More than likely will be a record of the week or a new to the old or old to the new, I should say.
If there's a single.
Yeah, probably an old to the new if a single comes out. But, you know, if the whole album's good, we'll probably just play the whole thing.
Yep. Probably sound like that.
Probably would sound like that. Last article of Hip Hop Headlines for episode 461. Shout out to Israel.
Yes.
And I think I told you about this.
Yes.
And I was like, Israel just said pass.
Yeah, because he's back on the tweeter.
Yes. Elon Musk has lifted the sanctions of most of the people that were banned from Twitter.
Yes.
This comes to us from Comic Sans, not Sans as in the
No.
font, but Comic Sans, Sands, as in deserts.
I thought the name of the website was so cool that was the source we were using.
Comic Sans, I love it. So we've got 3 new members of the news producing fraternity.
The lexicon, yes.
Well, welcome to all of them. Israel's official Twitter account. Didn't know Israel had an official Twitter account until last week.
Apparently multiple countries have a Twitter account, kind of like restaurants have them, I guess.
So Israel's official Twitter account used the perfect, it kills me to say this, Taylor Swift quote after Pass comes back from Twitter with a very ill-timed message.
You know, you've been
not thought out message.
You've been off of Twitter for however long because you said stupid shit. The robot lets you back on Twitter,
and
the first thing you say is stupid shit. I understand people deserve second chances. You got yourself thrown off of Twitter. We put you in the corner, made you think about it. We let you back. The minute you did something stupid, yet again, okay, you need to go away.
So Comic Sans says he's back. Just weeks
Back
after Pass was banned from Twitter for his anti-Semitic comments, which he says aren't anti-Semitic because he can't be anti-Semitic because he's black, which I don't get the reasoning.
No.
He has resurfaced and was already called on the carpet by an entire nation.
Yeah, not a state, not his followers, not somebody else's followers. No.
It took one word and an emoji to get an entire nation pissed off at him.
Or the guy that runs their Twitter account.
He brought, he was knocked off for anti-Semitic comments. His first tweet since reinstatement was Shalom.
Right. My biggest question in this whole thing is, why is Israel following Pass? I don't see Pass's tweets.
No, you know what it probably was? They probably saw what's trending, Shalom.
And they said, "What's this
They're
all
Israel.
about?"
To look and say, what is shalom twin? You know, why is this trending? And then they looked and they're like, oh,
This motherfucker here.
So,
And they said, "Allow me to reintroduce myself."
my name is Israel.
Mhm.
Now, of course, in full pass fashion, he's deleted that tweet.
Mhm.
But you know, screen grabs live forever.
Exactly.
Israel's official Twitter account wasn't going to let that shit go. They had the perfect response at Israel on Twitter. We would very much like to be excluded from this narrative.
Which,
Now, if you
to
don't
me,
know the context,
I didn't. I just like, that's kind of cool. Just the way they came across saying that. And then I continued to read and I'm like, oh, this gets better.
yeah, I mean, that sounds like a very
Diplomatic
mature way.
Yes.
Diplomatic's a perfect word for it. A mature diplomatic way to say, you know, as the kids say now, take my name out your mouth.
Yeah. Yep.
But you dig a little deeper and you find out Israel's fucking gangster.
Yes.
If the phrase "we would very much like to be excluded from this narrative" sounds familiar,
Which it did
it's
not.
because it didn't sound familiar to me either, because I don't like this one either. It's because Taylor Swift used the exact same words in response to a leaked telephone conversation between herself and Pass. The recording was leaked by Pass's wife at the time, Kim Kardashian.
Yes.
Another one I don't like. Another one. And another
I am
one.
sure that she regrets a lot of the things she did under the tutelage
Pass thumbnail.
of Pass, yeah, at the time, because you know, especially with all the stuff that's coming out now of the things that he showed Adidas employees and other companies' employees.
Oh yeah, that's something entirely different. We didn't even talk about that.
No, because I don't want to. That has nothing to do with hip hop, or it's
No, but that's like super illegal. That falls under like revenge porn, doesn't it?
yes. So that's why I'm saying I'm sure Kim feels pretty shitty about releasing that now that she found out. You know, yeah, you guys can go read about that. I told you I'm not doing any sensationalism journalism on Pass on here anymore. This is funny. This is why we're doing this.
Yeah. So
anyway, Kim released that audio.
Yes. And back in 2016, Swift ended a now deleted Instagram post with the caption, "That moment when Pass secretly records your phone call, then Kim posts it on the internet with, I would very much like to be excluded from this narrative, one that I have never asked to be a part of since 2009.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to impress a guy with borderline Asperger's, especially
It's not
one
a thing anymore.
It's a thing. Don't let the fucking medical community tell you it's not. It's a fucking
Well, that's
thing.
who told me it was. So
Yeah, it's a thing. Yeah, it's still talked about in
It's just
circles within.
change title.
Yeah, now it's just part of the spectrum. Well, what part of the spectrum is it? It's the Asperger's part of the spectrum.
See,
It's just because they say it's not. So what? Scurvy's not a thing anymore because nobody gets it. Still a thing.
no, they just call it something different. Vitamin C deficiency.
Yeah. You know,
It's a matter of words.
it was named after the guy who had the syndrome.
Are they going to call it
So
Musk
anyway.
burgers now? I don't know.
He may very well
Wahlburgers.
have it. Wahlburgers? Okay. I'll go with Wahlburgers.
Yes.
So anyway, Elon Musk himself, who allowed Pass to come back to the platform,
yes.
has commended Israel on its clever tweet.
I really like this. I mean, it's kind of fishing for business for your new purchase. Kind
But
of
you
like
know
saying,
what?
come over
I
here to
can't-
World Star. But I like the
I
way I
can't-
like what he did.
I cannot be overly mad at him for his approach on this.
No, and he's in a financial shithole right now because of everything he did. So to get more countries' accounts involved in Twitter in general.
He says, the past tweet is there. Israel's response is there. Musk responds, your tweets are good. More countries should tweet this. It's no fun being all stuffy.
This is my goal now. My goal.
I'm not so sure
in the Twitterverse
anybody
is
ever
to get,
would have considered Israel stuffy, but
yeah, but that maybe their Twitter account was. But my Twitter goal for the future is to get Elon Musk to commend me on my tweet, like he
and
did
tell you
Israel.
that you're nutty.
Yeah,
I don't know if we have the cachet of Israel.
I don't know.
I don't think
can
he's
be
coming back.
creative.
I mean, other people put, that was pretty good. It says crazy that even Israel is dropping yay. And I'm the one who said to you, I said, Israel just said pass.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, tag Taylor Swift.
I'm sure somebody did.
Yeah. And then he says, it's not accidental. It's kind of genius and hilarious.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All you can say is, well played. I mean.
Whoever is operating this account deserves a promotion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who was
yes,
it? Was it
do.
Wendy's? Was it Wendy's Twitter account that used to go after people?
He's the best Twitter account. I don't follow them, but I do see what they say from time to time on people. They had one of those roast me things.
Yes.
And Hooters had sent a thing to Wendy's saying, okay, what you got? And their response was, uniforms our employees can wear in the winter.
Yes.
And I went, oh shit.
Yeah. Hold on. I gotta pull one up here.
It's, why are your burgers square when everybody else's are round? And they said, because 1, we don't cut corners. And 2, that's how we pick them off the magic hamburger tree where they get the round ones from.
Okay.
Yeah. Wendy's is vicious.
So, KFC. Let me see if I can pull it up now. Hold on. I haven't logged into
Theirs
Twitter.
is actually pretty funny too, I think.
It is. I have to Jesus Christ, I gotta go to a verification code. Because I have had to reinstall Chrome again. 980228. Good audio, I know. And where did it go? Is it KFC following? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they follow 12 people.
KFC does?
Yes. And that is 5 guys named Herb and all of the Spice Girls.
It's all the herbs and spices.
Because it comes to 11 herbs and spices.
Yep.
So they follow 12 people. Yeah. And they're just random dudes named Herb.
Well, if it's 11 herbs
Herb
and
Alpert.
spices,
Herb Alpert.
Mm-hmm.
Herb Sandek.
What about
Sendek.
Herbie Azor?
Herb Dean. Who's,
hopefully
referee.
it's Herbie Azor because,
Herb
that would
Waters.
tie into the show.
It would. Herb Waters. Herb Weston Jr., which is the African-American president of Los Angeles City Council. Herb
I guess that's a
Scribner.
good one to find.
Yeah, Herb Scribner. And in his explanation of who he is, it says KFC follows me. Then Victoria Beckham, Mel C, Emma Bunton, Mel B, Jerry Hollowell, and
I probably would put that they followed me too if they followed me.
oh yeah, yeah, but yeah, they followed 12 people, and it comes out to Herbs and Spices, who they follow.
Funny. That's good stuff right there.
Yes.
I'll
I'll just delete all of this for everyone but the patrons.
Yeah,
So.
I don't think we can follow that up, other than the fact that it ties into the shout out to Israel. So it is time for our first break of the evening, and when we come back, we will bring you some woo news on Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 461. Coming right back at you.
Yay. I have to check my camera real quick to see if my wife made it home. It does not look like it.
Proper order. What did you say, Hammer? Proper.
Do. Hey, Deathwish shared my Instagram post. Yay me.
Deathwish likes your posts.
Yeah. Because I post good stuff. All right. No, she is not home yet. She should be any moment. Let me look up my drops. Dop. I haven't done this in 100 years, and I don't know if I'm going to be. Yep, there we go. And we'll go over here to brand. How many entries do we have? We only got 6 entries. We only got 6.
I thought I saw more than that. Might have been the same people entering twice.
Probably. I saw like 10 people in the room.
Just to make sure that they got their stuff in.
Yes, in their socks. Just think of anthrax anytime I hear that. Joey. Mail, we mail. Stole your box like I stole your socks. Oh man, watch the beat. I'm on your case. I'm on your face, but you step up, sucker. Understand? Don't you know I'm the man? I'm so hard I should be in detention. I'm the man.
Yes.
Joey. All right. I know what's going to happen. We're going to get started and the wife's going to walk in. But that's a chance you take. So if you have your news up, then I have my drop up.
My woo news?
Yes.
I believe I do.
Okay, Rob, I had a picture and it went away. Hold on. Let me put the picture back up. Medico. Images. Like Images Coco? No, it's Imaging Coco. And we'll hit open image in new tab.
Coco.
It's another slightly off the wall reference for the show. All right, here you go, Rob.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're drinking here. It's Diplomatico 2005 single vintage rum. There's a whole lot of story that goes with it, but let's just say it's finished for its final, I think, year in sherry casks. So it is quite delicious.
I went to high school with sherry casks.
Was she delicious?
I didn't know her that well.
I don't know. All right. Take the phone once more. All right.
I'm wondering how my default browser got changed.
To what? Safari.
It got changed to Yahoo. My
Oh, your
web
search.
page.
Yeah. Let's see. I didn't know
my default
Yahoo had a
search
browser.
engine, which doesn't make much sense. Yeah, it's just silly. So I want to do.
The do.
So Chrome is my default browser, but I need the homepage to be google.com and not Yahoo. So I'll figure that out later. All
McAfee
right.
is
So I'm
so
ready
heavy.
if you are.
I'm ready. No, Safari sucks, Gail. It's like
sure does.
Opera. It does the job. It just doesn't always do it right. Yes, Chrome is the way you should probably operate. Stop that. Hacking and coughing coming from the other room.
I have hacking and coughing coming from the other room here as well.
No, I know. That's what I heard.
Yes,
I heard it through your microphone.
The IT department is under the weather.
I know. I saw that she posted she was trying to have a man cold and no one would take care of her.
I took care of her when I got home. Although she was,
I think it was
crazy enough
yesterday.
Yeah, she was crazy enough to cook dinner. So,
Uh-huh.
I mean, I would have done that when I came home. I can't. Ugh. Man.
It's like you're trying to open a NyQuil package. It's kicking your ass.
That's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. He goes, you look like you're trying to open a NyQuil package and it's kicking your ass. So, yes. Have you ever tried to open one of these things? You need a fucking engineering degree.
Take your teeth out and slice the back of the package
I am
with
not taking my teeth out and slicing the back of the package. If I took my teeth out on camera, my wife would kill me.
I can put a screen up so people can't see.
Here, take this. She's just going to get a pair of scissors and cut it.
Yeah. Sad that I knew exactly what you're doing.
Yeah. God, that was bad. Because it's got the lines for the perforations,
Yeah.
but I don't think the lines are lined up with the actual marks in the packaging. So it's so stupid. Man, you know what else is stupid? The Rangers were up 2-0. Now they're down 4-2.
Now they are not. Oh, there's my door. Hold on, since we're on a
Yes.
break, let
do
me
your
say hey.
thing while we're on a break.
right
and
back.
You say hey. Should be in. Where did I give it to you? Did you take it in there? Or was it in the bathroom? I think it was in the bathroom. All right.
Damn, did you leave everybody at the same time I left everybody? It's like
Yeah,
staring
I
at a
had to
blank
go-
screen.
No, I had to go find nasal spray.
Ah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell him, Gail.
An empty screen. Yeah. No, when the wife is sick and she
Yes.
says, "Where's the nasal spray?" you get up and find the nasal spray. At least I do.
Patty, here's what happened. Bill's wife is ill. My wife just got home from work, so I wanted to say hello to her.
She's got a
Before-
bad head cold. It's not COVID. We tested her twice.
Well,
She's
that's good.
negative. Plus, she had COVID the same time I did. So
Yes. And, my wife just got home from a 12-hour workday, and she will probably be asleep by the time we're done with this show, and I wanted to be able to say hi.
yes, he actually went out there to see if she would kill him if he said, "Well, where's dinner?"
You're right.
Yeah,
I say nay, nay.
yeah, that's what she says. Where's
Yeah,
dinner?
no. I wanted to see her before she went to sleep.
Whenever you're done making it, biatch.
Well, that's why women have smaller feet. So they can stand closer to the stove.
stove. Oh my God. That is such a bad. That's like a Dr. Dirty John Valby joke. We talked about him during Fresh Flicks.
We did.
So
Yeah. People have tried to kidnap us before just to make us stop talking, but
the sad
we-
thing
we like-
is,
we like to let you use your imagination of what the show would be like if we weren't here.
the sad thing is, if they did kidnap us, it'd be like, we'll release him for $1,000. And then after 20 minutes, it's like, I'll pay you $2,000 to take
Please
him back.
them.
So, there's that. So,
Yeah.
so are we ready?
I don't know.
On broadcast radio, you have to file a report logging dead air time.
Dead air, yeah.
Yeah, we actually had to do that one time at RWD because one of the transformers blew or something. I think we had to log
Was it
a
Bumblebee?
minute and a half of dead air until we got back on. And like the FCC was, what the hell happened?
The good thing about this is in the final go to air edition,
Yeah, nobody will
there
know
is no dead air. I make it all go away.
because we are not beholding to the FCC.
No, not at all.
The FCC won't let me be or let me be me, so let me see. You try to shut me down on MTV because it feels so empty without me. So that's
La,
that's
la, la,
new
la, la.
Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Marshall Mathers for you.
La 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 la.
That's a Christmas riff. Very nice.
Yes, Tom. Creative editing. That's what I do every week.
You'd be amazed at how he makes this fucking silk purse out of a sowsier every week.
The patrons get stuck with whatever the fuck comes out of our face, but everybody else gets fixed up, cleaned up, ready for prime time.
Yeah.
Thank you. Gail.
Everybody
I
else
like
gets
that show, too.
everybody else gets the Instagram filter version. Everybody else gets us with no filters and
Yeah. We is who we is.
we are who we are.
Mhm.
I am what I am. All right. 4
All right.
hours on
I've-
Monday,
I've-
90 minutes. That's about right. All right.
Yeah, that's happened.
It
All
has
right, I
happened.
stands all I can stands. I can't stands no more. Let's get into this woo thing, and we'll hit this drop with a
And
shriek.
then we'll hit the music thing.
Yes. Woo's your mama?
James Brown.
Yo, what's good, what's good? This is Casanova Rudd from the Golden Era. Yeah, super love to see Casanova Rudd. Yeah, the Dude James, Girls That Got 'Em Locked and all that. Well, right now you are tuned into my boys, Jamie and Bill, on the home of classic hip hop, Mr. Throwback Thursday. Girls That Got 'Em Locked, pump it up.
Now come on, get some, stop yelling it.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. What's good, yo? What's good, yo? This is Face Staten Island, yo. And right about now, it's time for Woo News with Jamie and Bill. I know what it is. Get it correct. Mr. Throwback Thursdays. Jamie and Bill. You know what I mean? On Woo News. That's what's going down right now. Y'all check this out. Exclusive. Peace.
The RZA, the Jizza. Raekwon, Master Killer, Inspector Deck, You God, Method Man, Ghostface Killer, and old dirty bastard.
It's now time for Woo News with Mr. Throwback Thursday.
Mention me, y'all.
Welcome back, Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 461. It is indeed time for Woo News. 2 pieces of Woo News coming at you this week.
Just enough.
AFH, which doesn't ever give out articles and doesn't really exist anymore, but this is the second time we've used them this week. Ambrosia for Heads, AFH.com, AmbrosiaForHeads.com.
Yes.
Vinny Paz and Clifford Smith Jr., professionally known as, have delivered a Wu-Tang by Jedi Mind Tricks collaboration. The Jedi Mind Tricks Vinny Paz released his 7th solo album earlier this month. 25 years to the month after the psychosocial, chemical, biological, and electromagnetic manipulation of human consciousness, which sounds like,
people's instinctive travels in the passive rhythm.
The passive rhythm, yeah. The Italian-born, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania-raised MC keeps his place among the most consistent voices in hardcore hip-hop, also named after a former boxer. He's an alumni of the underground boom. He has become a do-it-yourself mainstay with a very prolific output. If you don't know who Vinny Paz is, you should check out some of his stuff.
Yeah.
His latest LP, Tortured in the Name of God's Unconditional Love, features M.O.P. You might have heard of them. Camp Lowe's Geechee Suede.
Yep.
Corrupt. Raz Cass, who last we saw him, he was kicking rocks.
He was. With the Sugar Big Daddy, Mr. Long.
Ill Bill, which is probably a name I would have went with years ago. Lord Goat, formerly known as Gore-Tex. Thurston Howell III. And other people as well.
And Lovey. Oh.
And Lovey, yes. And there's also a noteworthy collaboration with Method Man on there called Invisible Ether.
Hold on. We got to pause because
yes,
Patty
there was
needs
a serious
assistance.
question.
Yes. Okay. So if you put in the comment section, Patty, #socks, you'll be entered to win this pair of socks at the end of the show. Still brand new in the package, never taken out, sealed Death Wish pair of white socks. And again, next week, if we get a bunch of people, so if you guys share our broadcast early in the day and we get a bunch of people, we'll give away this other Death Wish sock, which is a Christmas stocking. And inside is a blackout bag of coffee, which again,
blackout bag.
You can or cannot drink. You may want to keep it as a collectible at this stage of the game. But yeah, the research department will tell you how delicious the blackout was. It's ground Death Wish coffee, but in a different bag. That's all it is.
Yep. It just looks cooler with all black on it.
Yes. Yes, black on black.
Like when they put black rims and a black grill on a Jeep.
Yes, when the black on black crime was way before our time.
And I never ever ran from the Ku Klux Klan, and I shouldn't have to run from a black man.
Understand. All right, let's bring it back in.
One of my favorite lines ever.
What a tree. Who's your mama?
Now, in the past, Vinny Paz and JMT have previously worked with Toast Face Grilla, as well as Jizza and the Czarface crew.
Mm-hmm.
This marks the first time ever working with Method Man. So, yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. Method Man abstains from curses, as he has for nearly a decade, which a lot of people don't pick up on, is the fact that Method Man doesn't curse on records anymore.
No, I mean, you go back and listen to Rakim. Very, very rarely did Rakim do it.
No, and I
heard Will Smith doesn't have to curse on his records.
Well, I do, so fuck him and fuck you too. No, it's funny because I always taught the kids growing up when, the first time we would catch them cursing or whatever, I would say, you are far too intelligent to have to resort to using that kind of language to get your point across.
Yes, you should filth and flarn and foul.
There's 6 billion words in the English language. Find a better one to use than that.
Is flarn one of them?
If you want it to be, I guess.
I've heard fake Bill Cosby use flarn.
Filth and flarn and
foul and
I mean, I didn't do it in any of the Bill, as in Bill Cosby reads lyrics, but
no, I couldn't find a song that had flarn in it. So
no, and I couldn't find a song that I could substitute flarn for. So
we've done flan. We've never done flarn. Yes, thank you, Tom.
Wu-Tang Flan. Yes.
Yes.
We've had that in the past. So yes, go check out this song. It's available on, I believe there's a YouTube out on it. There's a, Invisible Ether also presently included in the official AFH playlist. If you're on Spotify and you want to listen to Ambrosia for Heads playlist, which is, gosh, how many songs are on that thing now? 91, it's the last song on the playlist.
But yeah,
it
most
is
recent.
Not nearly as long as the Mr. Throwback Thursday playlist, but, they'll catch up.
Yeah, they will.
So go ahead and give that a listen. Next piece of Woo news you have entitled, let me bring this back up because it disappeared on me. Stop the Violence, because the first one was called Method Mind Tricks.
It was.
Stop the Violence came to us from SILive.com.
Since we just talked about never ever running from the Ku Klux Klan.
New York hip-hop legends take the stage at the St. George Theater to stop the violence. And out of those Staten Island hip-hop legends, you would think one of them would be from the Wu. And it was the Chef, Raekwon, headlined hip-hop royalty in the house at the St. George Theater. A group of artists headlined by Busta Rhymes.
Indeed.
The Locks, Funk Master Flex Night, and Wu-Tang Clan's Raekwon the Chef. Thrilled a nearly full house of 1,000 people in attendance. It was called Legacy of Hip Hop Stop the Violence concert. It was put on by the K. Woods Foundation and Water Team, seeking to put an end to the violence in the community amidst the recent uptick in crime. So, Stop the Violence is a very good, good idea.
Stop the violence and kick the science.
Previous incarnation of this concert was supposed to happen at the Staten Island University Hospital Community Park back in August, but it was postponed due to technical difficulties, not anything we would ever know anything about.
No.
So they moved it to the St. George Theater, and yeah, it was pretty full house, man. 1,000 people. Small theater, but it
put a lot of people in it.
Looked like it was filled to the gills, so... And the Chef being the Chef, and of course Busta Rhymes looking all Busta-ish. He hasn't changed at all. And his hair, his face still looks the same. He looks like hardcore Tracy Morgan.
He does. Yeah, he got
if Tracy
bigger.
Morgan was trying to hold in a fart, he would look like Busta Rhymes.
Look like Busta Rhymes. Richard Sherman, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, good stuff on here. Capadonna, the Wu-Tang Clan, was there too. Yeah, and they included local artists, which is also very cool. So, good on the Chef for taking on this very important stop the violence message, and good on Staten Island for bringing it to everybody.
Yeah.
So last little bit of Woo news. You God, still not very good. ODB, still very dead. Huey Lewis.
And the news?
I love Huey Lewis.
Huey Lewis is one of the few performers I've ever seen that sounds exactly like his record when he's performing.
Yeah. I've had a couple of them. Huey was one. Passenger.
Rod Stewart is strangely one.
I've never seen Rod Stewart. I would
I
like
hadn't
to.
until
Yeah, and you said it was a
couple
good
months
show.
yeah.
I found out something last night talking to my brother that I did not know. He went and saw Jackson Browne and James Taylor over at Bethel Woods, and he said, one, James Taylor's a funny fucking guy, and two, puts on a hell of a show and sounds just like he does on the radio. So
I saw Jackson Browne in like 1988.
Now, we've seen Disturbed.
have.
Disturbed kind of sounds very much like they do on their records.
Yep. I've also seen Five Finger repeat
I
like
have not seen
five
Five
times.
Finger, but from what I've heard of their records, I would imagine it's a very easy sound to emulate
Oh,
in
yes.
concert. That they're on my bucket list of people to see.
Oh, I've probably seen Five Finger probably 5 times over the years. Most of them on festivals. It's not like I went just to see them.
Right. Hey, you want to get into some music here?
Well, if we have any chance of saving this show, yes.
Let's go with our one and done for episode 461.
Okay, player.
The one and done for episode 461 is a debut album. Came to us June 1st, 1993.
Now, he did have a second album, but it was like 10 years later.
10 years later. Yep.
Yeah.
It's on Rap-A-Lot and Priority Records. Produced by Mike Dean. N.O. Joe, Scarface, John Bido, James Smith, and Big Chief.
Okay.
How the hell
player.
did they get Big Chief from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Yeah, I mean, well, he wasn't doing anything.
Well, he escaped and he ran
He
away, so didn't have McMurphy with him. But yes, I went into a One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest deep dive.
It happens.
We've had a lot of tangents on this show that are just
yes.
coming out of nowhere. Ooh, Lieutenant Tom seeing Five Finger this week. That's very
Good
cool.
show. Ivan's awesome.
So the one and done is the debut album by rapper DMG.
Yes, not DMC.
And it's called Rigor Mortis.
Yeah, this would be like Daryl Mix Gumbo. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I like gumbo.
Yeah.
Mix them and cook them in a pot like gumbo.
I heard the shrimp gumbo.
And shrimp salad, shrimp scampi. Released, as we said, June 1st, 1993. There's actually, I can't believe when we get to the end of this, there's charting action. I have 16 tracks on this record.
As do I.
Is John with us?
I don't know. We may have lost him. Nope, there he is.
He's on it. There he is. Good. I was going to say, please
that a
inform
Beastie
DJ
song?
Introduction that track number 1 features Bushwick Bill of Ghetto Boys, and it is a 1 minute and 37-second intro called Intro.
Yo, let's take a travel ride down a dangerous man's gravel ride, which is demonstrating mental graphics. Now, if I could keep out the initial,
Right.
to the realm of DMG, right? That's
Right.
I had to keep out rigor mortis, right?
Sounds like the guys who constantly say, scene. You know what I'm saying?
It's something that's on the regular.
Scene.
Rewind selector, right?
The living only knows one thing. Yo.
Yo.
I was gonna say he's letting that intro roll for John
Yeah,
this week. I
I
like
Bushwick Bill.
it. Track number 2. You don't hear me though. Well, why would a female deer hear him anyway?
And then run away.
And I'ma do your bad black. And when I come, I'm busting up niggas that held me back. You should never let
Before anything else, I'm going to tell you I believe this is the single because I remember this one.
Bitches and niggas that hated me. I waited for my day to come of age. And now that I'm of age, I can't escape the fucking front page. So I guess that nigga did you.
I could be wrong, but that's my guess already.
That's one of the singles? Let me see.
John, there is a good chance this is on your playlist already because I remember when DJ Introduction started this playlist, he started searching all albums, whether we had done them or not, looking for intros within hip hop. Because I know we've never done this record.
You Don't Hear Me, though, was released as the only single off the album.
Look at that.
Had a promotional music video shot for it. Unfortunately, it didn't chart anywhere. But track number 3, Prelude to a Murder, featuring Cozy K.
Damn.
What kind of rap name is Cozy K?
I know, he's cozy.
Hell yeah, there go my motherfucking dog. I know about this motherfucker, Joe. I'm telling you, dog. This motherfucker. Ooh. Ooh, here comes motherfucker dying. Hold on. Ooh, nigga, that face. Ooh, Joe. That shit is jamming, dog. You gotta hook me up one of them tracks, word. Hell yeah. God damn. Rolling 10 deep and shove this shoe up in your shit.
Shove this shoe up in your shit.
That's what the man said.
I'm thinking I know exactly where that is. Track number 4, One in the Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
You got to read these things properly, you know.
You have to. Proper.
Let's get 'em up, I'm letting all round. Paralyzing niggas from they motherfucking jaws down. Put the pull together on these niggas talking much shit. Packing in me, lifting up this note that you can't trust this. Gladiated nigga from St. Paul, I'm making niggas run. Quick to throw my things, but I'm hype on the fucking gun. Never seem to stumble as a kid and like it beat the fits and going up on Selby with no piece of fucking pussy, bitch.
Yeah, you can tell Scarface was behind this. This has a very definite Ghetto Boys feel
Oh, yeah.
to it. Track number 5, Pure Dope, No Cut.
And the light scooped out for the streets. This is how a nigga rolls, selling quarter keys. Draped up in gold, Mr. Man's living his life right. Pushing zones by the dozens of that white hype. Check it, yo, drugs about the pound, loot to fill a room. Mr. Man got it going on, bumping Ice Cube. The Missy Lane cross the front street.
Did he say Missy Lane?
We'll have to talk about some things offline. Track number 6, Kiss Yourself Goodbye Bye.
Okay, player.
As opposed to goodbye.
Yeah.
I got to fuck this shit up for face to face. Non-trace style. Motherfuckers think I've been slipping. Yeah. So now come collect your ass whipping. I came to hit you with the dose of this motherfucking real shit. 1993, I'm sweeping niggas off my deals, Nick. Hope you got some other deals, Nick, to go and swing upon, cause nigga wrote you through. Now say goodbye, you sang your last song. 1, 2, 3, run, nigga, run, cause the song with this motherfucking nigga played it gun, give the blast, boom, buck. Nigga, you better duck, cause you fucked out of luck, steady suck straight up, fuck.
Track number 7, I Ain't Bullshitting.
I ain't bullshitting.
Cause I came to slam, goddamn. It's time for you to learn about the man. I be punks off, persuading niggas to pick a place. On the one, it comes the gun to your fucking face. Cause I catch deep when I creep through the streets. And if a chance I happen to fall asleep, to try to wake me. Lord forbid I got a grudge on these white folks for holding my niggas and pushing niggas to self though. So I must.
I I ain't bullshitting.
I ain't bullshitting. Track number 8, Prison Riot. That sounds fun.
Forced to instigate a prison riot.
Yeah. Shots rang as my pistol overheated. Niggas on the corner shooting dice, getting skeeted. Whistling for bitches and the partners to come over. Cause every nigga shooting on the corner getting over. DMC spitting loud, bucking at the devil. When no one in the end, I'll be the one to bring the shovel. But then I heard a siren, all my niggas started belling. And shortly after that, yo, DMC.
Okay,
Track
everybody in
number
the sound of my
9.
voice, stop sending me weird fucking messages. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Bill.
Track number 9, Pay the Cost. Would you get another one?
No.
Man, I was getting sweaty
Just
cause
that
my
one.
pops had the rep of a crack man. So now I guess I got to deal with this. Cops wanna pin a nigga down like I'm some mortuary pimp. Sleeping in the grave.
You say a mortuary pimp?
Planted by my stone, there was a half of a nigga stone. Now could it be I died as a lunatic? No one really knows except the nigga in your casket. I got to wake him up. The nigga never moved, so I paused, then I bucked. Then the nigga...
Yeah, that's very Scarface.
Mm-hmm. He likes to use that Nickelback word.
Yeah.
Track number 10, Psycho.
Picture this, the motherfucking nigga rolling posse deep killing. Cooling with my boys, hitting up the streets. Knuckle-headed niggas rolling by, throwing up they set. Shit, time to lay another nigga down to rest. Red lights, yellow lights, green lights, red and blue. Boys in blue, locking niggas up to find the truth. They let my homie out of jail cause he snitched. But before he gets me sucked, I got to go and fuck his bitch. But I don't fuck you.
Track number 11, I Don't Fuck You.
No, you don't.
I ain't got a problem with you fucking me, but I got a problem with you not fucking me.
They got me fucked in this whole shit. Niggas running up with M11s and some more shit. It seems to me they wanna start something. But I'ma let this motherfucking thing break them off something. My homie panic cause he never thought it'd come to that. Mickey Mike singing them songs from these niggas' gangs. I guess it's like guerrilla warfare. They grab me gat and load your clip and go for death until you make it there. And if you don't, they grab your nuts, go fly. Cause that's the only way these niggas living
in the non-deuce.
Track number 12 features Big Mike, Rest in Peace.
What's up, DMJ?
Dave Benson?
What's up, Chief? Oh, man, what time is it, man? It's early, man. What's happening? Shit, got some bad news for you, man. What's that? Man, Ryan been smoked, man. Damn, man, you lying. Straight up, man. Oh, man. Man, well, check this out. I call the crib, man, check up. Alright, I'll get back to you. Yeah.
Oh. We're going to stop that right there.
Track number 13, Send 'em Smooth. That just sounds dirtier than it should.
by your motherfucking gunshot. Ran to my window, took a peep and grabbed my Glock. Niggas in the front and on the side of my building. Locked up my dude and kissed both of my children. Got him up with face, he told the nigga, here I come. But see, I'm missing beats, so I ain't really boring none. Cop shit for super, they ain't trying to help a nigga. The roper niggas want to squeeze the motherfucking trigger. Slugs got the sound and all, flipping niggas up. Mr. Face told a nigga, well, never give a fuck.
So I figured, to break the wall here, it's Monday night and there's football on. So I click over to see what the score is and what's going on in the game. They've just started, like a minute and a half into the second quarter.
Yeah.
And Indy has 13 yards of total offense.
And that is why I probably should have started the
Matt
defense
Ryan
tonight.
Matt Ryan is 0 for 3 for 0 yards and an interception.
Yeah. I should have started the Steelers defense this week.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor, 3 rushes for 13 yards. Anyway,
back to the music at hand.
Yes, please.
Track number 14, Behind the Wall.
Not the green door.
Know what I'm about to do. I'm facing 20 years in here, so motherfuck you. I can't carry my 9, so I gotta toe the shank. Ain't got a big rep, so who in the fuck to think? I guess I'm on my own, behind this wall of stone, kicking a penitentiary blues. Yeah, for those who don't know, I got kids and I'm stuck, so what the fuck that mean? I'm in jail facing 20 behind a dope fiend. Damn, they got a nigga caught up.
Track number 15 featuring Scarface, Fifth Ward Boys, Big Mike, Too Low, and Mr. 3-2. It's called Buck 'em Down.
This is not Buck 'em Down, Buck 'em Down.
I don't think so.
No, it's not.
Buck 'em down, 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 yeah. Buck 'em down, 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 yeah.
Fuck with a little nigga, how the fuck you figure? Just because I'm a youngster, I won't pull a trigger. I'm coming like a hustler, never coming buster. Step the wrong way and watch this young nigga bust you.
Are we going to say that that's too low?
I would think so.
Because Scarface, Big Mike, Fifth Ward Boys, Mr. 3-2, they're all adults in 1993.
Yes. Last track on the record, number 16, is the outro.
And would it be titled
Outro?
Okay, play it.
And that is Rigor Mortis. Rigor Mortis, I guess.
Sure.
Rigor Mortis. I don't know. He spells everything weird and
hors d'oeuvre
pronounces
mortis.
everything
I don't know.
horse ovaries mortis.
Indeed.
Rigor Mortis by DMG. Your one and done for episode 461.
Is that better
As
than
I
an AMG?
Said,
because that kick keeps you closer to the ground.
yeah, maybe. No singles charted, but the record did chart on 2 Billboard charts.
Okay, play it.
Top R&B hip hop albums at number 40. Billboard Top Heat Seekers at 22.
Nice.
So, yeah, You Don't Hear Me Though was released as a single.
Yeah, as soon as I heard it, I'm like, I know that one.
had no love from the single supplying and single reviewing public. So no charting action for that. Rigor Mortis by DMG, your one and done for episode 461. It's time for your record of the week. And as it is December,
it is.
That
Do
means
you
it's
remember?
time for a new artist of the month.
For December.
And the artist of the month for December of 2022 is an East Coast hip hop group consisting of El DeSensei, Tame One, and DJ Chaos.
And I
Now,
believe
if this
El
sounds
DeSensei is the only
familiar-
one left alive.
Yes, I was going to say, if that sounds familiar, we just talked about Tame One. DJ Chaos, I think, died a while ago.
Yeah.
They all, at the time, hailed from Newark, New Jersey, made underground music that paid homage to the 4 elements of hip-hop.
Not
They
architecture,
were
then?
and are the Artifacts. And the Artifacts come to us with our record of the week this week, which came out with Buck Wild this year.
Yeah, just a few months ago. I believe shortly after your birthday it came out.
I think so, yes.
But it went under the radar for me, and I missed out, and it didn't know that it was out until Tame died.
Mm-hmm. So how many tracks are on this? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because mine aren't numbered.
It's the 10
11,
crack
12,
commandments.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
You're already
19.
past me. I've got 10.
I've got 20. Oh, you know what? I have a 2-disc set. The second
nice.
disc is instrumental versions
Instrumentals.
of the first disc, which I love when they put out instrumentals, man.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if anybody else does, but I love when groups put out an instrumental.
Gangstar's One of the Best Yet album has a whole instrumental album.
Yeah, I know. I've listened to it and
Mm-hmm.
tried to rap along to the instrumental, And I'm not guru.
And failed.
No, I got it pretty much all right. I just don't sound like guru.
No, nobody does. That's why. King of the monotone.
Mm-hmm. The monotone rapper.
Mm-hmm.
So let's take a look at what we have for these 10 tracks on Artifacts with Buck Wild. No expiration date. Poor choice of titles since one of them passed. Track number 1, Ask Nickelbacks.
Drop just from the voice, you know the fame pops, stain spots, entertain days, remain flame shot, brutal execution and seclusion redeemed, supreme musical themes, the retribution it seems, all pride work, uno dos post most popular, senior class considered as most and
Track number 2, The Way I Feel.
Taking consideration, obliterate rappers and frequentation, basement invasion, aided by sequence placement, faded by cool persuasion, flavored with flavor cadence, made it in minutes in time, baited for kids that waited. We underneath underground, slated as underrated, inflated, buzzing, we bucking like weapons calibrated. 90 sound embedded, we fetish that drum, rump a pum, bump up a gun, dump and punish your fun. What you call?
Rump a pum.
Well, it is Christmas. We're getting close to it anyway. Track number 3, Better Music.
Than anything coming out today, yes.
Which is what we strive to bring you every week.
Yes, yes.
Set it up for retribution. What you gonna need substitutions? Removal is brutal and crucial. Whacking it's all confusion. Refusing that raw trap jaw, crack wars. Top to the ruler rap, let's move it back. Sort of like a time war. Divine force, focus sport, lore, folklore, overboard, post-war, quote to the newer form.
Did he say let's do the time warp again?
He should have. Track number 4, Facts.
Started off Holocaust, boss, horse talking. Remarkable caution, we cause bars and force margin. Large barking, Mars jumping when we charge sparking. Assumption we function hard.
Slamming like Charles Barkley. Oh, no.
Track number 5, Come Alive.
Come alive too fresh. Beat down underground sound ruthless. AOF. Crown writers, rhyme fighters on deck. From the bricks. Up the bomb crowds, fuck a sound check. Yeah, we come alive too fresh. Beat down underground sound ruthless. AOF. Balls of fire on the tire we rap. Bring the entire set. That's them, nigga, who's next? We from that raw side with the plot, sing, bobbing back blocks. Tag low bass, we rock, spit lava mascots. Pack rally rep, carriageway tipping the scale.
Track number 6, Real Rap with 5 exclamation points after it.
That's a lot of exclamation points.
They want to make sure you know that shit's real.
This one
it's
also
Mr.
has
Garvey.
Big Joker and Raz Kaz on it.
It's Mr. Garvey. I'm for real.
Virus among us. Sick to your stomach as I vomit exotic product redundantly blunted from it. Who won it? I'm giving sample examples of random anthems and a temper tantrum begging on opposite ransom. Fully paid fees from MCs, I believe with dough. Open mouth choking out foes, our son seasonal. Unbelievable how I creep with other niggas' holes. Snatching Figaro chains, timbers of lyrical pressure, fresher texture.
Fresher texture.
Track number 7, Contagious.
We be the 2 tag team, Bill Balancing on the beam, tactical schemes that stream. Shopify as rap kings. Battle for rings and rings. Street corners of octagons. Rock till I'm gone. Spot on shots, staining the song. Lyrical, condition critical. Competition is minimal. And that's understandable. It's understood, I'm an animal. Battle to a standstill. Go ape shit, the rap man drill. I get the show canceled.
Track number 8, Raw Garden State.
7106. Old Jersey used to be wild, now not recognizable. Landscape change, kinda strange, but it's likable. Crime wave, 80Z storms, had my first bouts. Break boys after school battles, never taken out. Crews blocked the block, crack wars, coke bottled it. Robberies and noise, projects, needles followed it. Harrison and gunshots, whiz kids and cardboard. Neighborhoods.
Track number 9, Take a Trip.
That pass funk, blast trunks, headphones and speakers. Moments of fever connected to heaters. Skill run readers. Thrill seekers kill features, 94 creatures. Explore tour reaches of more. Report sees us. Take the flow, we leaders. Revisit hit you like burn mics, earn stripes. Been through the pain and hype. Rain and shine, gain time, remain divine. Blaze lines, mutual and grind, and crucial in our time. When it comes to 16s, I do the most, so my bars do it to folks. Offhand, my flow strike up the band like musical notes. I see him and read them like quotes. Tubers down to the fruits, Psycho Maestro hype to the show. How it's going down in the booth, melodic exotic product conducted.
A lot of exotic product.
And the last track on the record, 3 for the Crew.
3 4.
Bobo.
Church banger, word ringler, stranger pop, remain shot, uncontained flames, the rain trained to rock, underground, subatomic sound, sonic and death, plotting your death, with shots left, popped in the chest, lockstep, march for conquest, gas for long sets, season vets, active progress, practice process, obvious body and modeling, lining for following, stars borrowing, stealing styles when they log it in, original scoring.
Boom, boom, boom.
So that is your record of the week for episode 461. Artifacts and Buckwild, no expiration date. And came out earlier this year. I have no charting action on here.
No.
I didn't expect there to be, because this is one of those kind of things that says not a whole lot of singles off of it.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Congratulations, everyone. We've been selected as one of today's winners and won a cash prize of $5,000. We have to inbox this person now to claim.
But apparently we have to give it to her to pay for her gigantic lips.
Yes. But she gone.
She gone. I was going to do that too, but I was like, I'll let you do it. You like to do that shit.
I do.
Anything. We haven't had the one that's been here the last couple of times, so
we
that's
have
good.
not.
Yeah, Artifacts and Buckwild, no expiration date. Your record of the week for 461. Artifacts, your artist of the month for December of 2022. Get your thoughts in for who you want as your artist of the year, because it is getting time to think of who that is. The last 2 artists of the year were Nas, and who was artist of the year last year?
Czarface, I think.
Czarface, I think. It was either Czarface or Doom, one or the other.
Yeah, or Czarface may have been the year before. They was artist of the year.
That's right. They were the first one, the Czartist of the year, and then Nas was last year.
Yes, because he put out like 32 records last year.
So give some thought to who you want as your artist of the year for 2022. They get absolutely nothing, just the recognition of being voted the artist of the year by the TBT posse.
Yes,
so,
and we post their picture.
MCP is artist of the year. I'm surprised you didn't
Mr.
say
Cranky Pants. KVD.
KVB.
Yeah.
Yes. MCP and KVB in a virtual TIE for artist of the year. How's that?
For AOY. Yes.
Oh my God, that's funny. I don't think Mr. Cranky Pants would mind sharing it with the legend that is Kevin Van Buren. See?
No, I don't.
See, he can dig it. There you go.
Kiss my Converse. Oh, that's different.
So it's time for our final break of the evening. When we come back, it is time for Bill Reed's lyrics, and then we'll discuss the fresh flicks. And if we have time for it, a non-fungible football league update. Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 461, coming right back with Bill Reed's lyrics.
Yay, yay. Let me check now that we're halfway through the third. Matt Ryan's now 0 for 4 for 0 yards and an interception.
Very nice.
Jonathan Taylor with 23 rushing yards. This is disgusting. I'm so glad I'm not watching this game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Najee Harris scored a touchdown now.
Yeah, that doesn't help me.
Doesn't help anyone. He's got a touchdown, and then there's 2 field goals by the same guy.
Suck up Dax Cuppo Butker Sauce has Najee Harris in his lineup. So that doesn't help me.
I have written this week off in like almost every league because I got a couple leagues where I'm doing shitty, but I had an excellent week.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's other leagues where I'm doing very well and I had shit weeks. Like Travis Etienne going out with 0.3 points killed me in a whole bunch of leagues.
Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping that, Najee Harris blows out a knee right now so that he can't gain any more points.
Not that I don't like him or anything or wish any ill will, but if concussion. But then it turns out tomorrow that it wasn't a concussion. How about that? He is pulled off the field and put in the protocol.
I don't care if he gets turf toe.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't do anything else the rest of the game.
That's what I'm saying. He takes a shot to the head. He shakes his head and they go, oh no, let's put him in the blue tent for a little while. And then they go, maybe you shouldn't go back in. And then tomorrow it's like, maybe you could have gone back in. You're fine.
Because I am in a battle right now.
I am not. Manny beat me.
No, I'm in a battle right now. I'm winning right now, but I'm projected to lose. So the live projection has me losing by 2 points. So, which would suck. 2.5 points, but it is what it is.
Who's counting? I'm going to do this and drop just for B. It's not B, but I'm going to do it for B. And none of you have any idea what I'm talking about because you don't listen to DJB regularly. Or you would already know what it was. Or you'd have an idea. It could have been Sade, but it's not. Like B posted one time in the in his Twitch page.
Mm-hmm.
He went to tell everybody to be safe. And he typed B Sade because it's SADE.
Mm-hmm.
So now he has a like an emoji, but whatever they have in Twitch, and it's Sade, and it says "Be Sade." So at the end of the day, at the end of the feed, everybody tells everybody to be Sade.
It's only if you're a smooth operator.
That's true.
Well, you could be Big Daddy Kane then too.
You could be, yes, but you wouldn't have as big of a forehead.
No.
No, the humans cannot stay healthy, John.
As long as you're not sealed.
No. Who else gets kisses from roses, though?
Ugh, don't even start.
All right. Just so you know, you've got a decent bit of reading to do tonight.
Oh, great.
You have nothing else to do.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember, you're stopping at what a day. And you'll see it when
that makes perfect sense.
When you get it, you'll see, because it won't say verse 2 because there is no verses per se. But there's a couple of brackets that'll let you know that it's changing.
Okay.
Just so you know. All righty then. Gail doesn't even know what it is, and she's excited. She went all Brent Musburger on you.
I can imagine.
Or Marv Albert.
Yes, yeah, it's more like Marv. And one. And the foul.
Yeah, I don't know if he did NBA Jam, but his is the voice that I heard in my head
Yes.
when playing NBA Jam.
No, I don't know who did. It's just some generic voice.
I know, but that's exactly who I picture on the other side of my TV screen.
Mm-hmm.
He's on fire.
They probably told whoever it was, do your best Marv Albert impression.
Yeah.
He's on fire.
Yes, we have. I posted one blooper to the top of the website. I don't know if anybody ever goes and looks at it or not. I think it was like episode 350. It may have been the anal tongue darts one. I don't know. It was something that had me laughing. All right, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then we're going to bring this in with a Shree. Who's your mama?
I was sitting on the corner just wasting my time, and when I realized I was the king of the rhyme, I got on.
It's the king of hip hop himself, Grandmaster Melly Mel, voice of the legendary hip hop group Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. And this shout out goes to Jamie and Bill. And I love to endorse the show, and I wish everybody would tune in on Throwback Thursdays because they've been doing it for 5 years. So Jamie and Bill, you keep up the good work. And this is Melly Mel, the king of hip hop, and I'm out. And wait a minute, let me not forget.
With the ball, that street talk game. So if you ever let me make this clear, if you ever think that we're stepping out of here, you ever think you're getting up, down, around, or in, you better think again, my
But it starts with
Question. It's called reading. Top to bottom, left to right. Group words together as a sentence. Take Tylenol for any headache. Midol for any cramp.
Most people probably don't listen to the lyrics, but they should.
Welcome to Bill Reed's Lyrics.
Welcome back, Mr. Throwback Thursday, episode 461. It is indeed time for Bill Reed's Lyrics. I have already been warned that this is not going to, not going to favor me so well, but that's okay. So
it usually doesn't.
All right, my friend, go ahead and
head over to the private Shizat and send you this over here.
Which, by the way, I love the drop you used, but I know it wasn't the one you wanted.
It's not, but it worked.
I mean, it did work.
Yes.
Because,
So you're going to say that you've done this. You have not done this portion. You've done a different verse.
There have been many like that. So.
Yes. This is this was a cottage cheese reference when we did it last time. That actually got your name on a cottage cheese container for the episode.
Yes, I remember that.
But now I'm gonna send this over to you.
I'm so afraid.
You should be.
That's right. And you said I'm starting in some weird spot.
Well, you're starting at the beginning.
After the L?
Yes, but you're going to go all the way down to where it says what a day where right before it says L and TM in brackets.
Yep. Okay, I got it.
All right. So then, with no type of ado, Sesame Street Grover Styley, whether nearer
do I have to
or
do multiple
further
voices on this?
You can if you'd like. There's a man.
Yeah. Yeah.
We will cue.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do this.
The motherfucking piano.
Make like Moses and part my pussy like the Red Sea. Slide your fat tongue inside of me. Eat this motherfucker like it's a raw dish. So what you want me to eat? My pussy and shit. Before my pussy like a fresh, ripe mango. And drink it on down like a wino drinks tango. You mumble, tell me when you're about to come, but don't stop, motherfucker, 'cause I ain't done. So get the whipped cream and the blueberries. No need for a cherry, 'cause I bust one already. You said you never felt it when I came 'cause you was swallowing my discharge like a damn drain, slurping and licking and slurping. You ain't getting no pussy. So you better start jerking, because this lesson here might take all night. So on your knees, motherfucker, and eat my pussy right. I take your legs, wrap it around your head, suffocating this bitch till he's almost dead. I don't give a fuck, because I'm trying to get off. Homeboy himself wasn't taking a loss. When I looked down, he had his hand on his dick. I could not believe he was masturbating and shit. What a day.
Yay.
Yay.
Yes. Gail's going to have a hard time drinking her blue and buried now.
Yes. Yes. As will I. So
yes. Shift to ginger dad. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to talk about a movie?
Let's talk about a fresh flicks. We did this week.
You gotta be kidding. What? This is a dirty movie.
No. This is the movie that a lot of couples do. All kinds of couples here.
Sure about that?
Yeah. Riggs, who's the perp? What you busting for? Oh, I'm a perp? Oh, you see a young brother in the back? Automatically, I'm a perp? Look at my style. Look at my count.
Y'all might fuck up, man. This is people from the Census Bureau.
What?
People from the Census Bureau.
I'm a brand white man. Serious? Yeah, I'm serious.
Auditions are all right. You gotta come back next week. We can work something out, all right?
Box.
Why don't you go on and watch the Late Show, Pop?
Won't you just go home? Test two, baby.
D, motherfucker. Learn English first, all right?
D, motherfucker, D.
No gingers were harmed in Ginger Dead. I hope not, because it's delicious. Fresh Flicks this week was a complete change of pace for us.
Yes.
We were joined by the Hendersons.
Mm-hmm.
And
just know, patrons, it's open to all of you.
Originally.
8 of you.
I'm not sure exactly what it was going to be, but
it was going to be something different.
It was. And then we found out, as you heard in the news, that Hip Hop Nutcracker on Disney Plus was released.
Yes. And we found out from Curtis, because, once again, I went to Harvard. Curtis Blow is my fantasy football commissioner. Mm-hmm. I've met him once at the UMTV Rap Show. We are Facebook friends. We are not friends. We are Facebook friends. And he posted that he was welcoming Rev Run to the Hip Hop Nutcracker family, because Curtis has performed the Hip Hop Nutcracker for 10 years now.
Mm-hmm. On the tour.
Yes.
So Disney Plus has their version of the Hip Hop Nutcracker without any intermissions or anything like that.
Right.
It was a very enjoyable but short.
Yeah, 44-minute runtime.
44-minute runtime. And as we discussed when we were talking about it in the news, there's no dialogue.
None.
The only dialogue is Rev Run, kind of narrating what's going on. And he has about 4 sets of coming out and spitting, about 16 bars or so.
There are, like in the silent movies, like, the cards that would be in between scenes to tell you what was going on in the next scene or why you were there.
Right.
There is text that comes across the screen that says, meanwhile, back at Drusilla's or wherever we are,
Meanwhile.
Yeah, that there are video cues, that kind of help the story along.
And it moves fast.
It does.
As
Life
I said,
moves
it's only
pretty fast.
only 44 minutes.
And Run starts it off. And my favorite thing about Run starting the story is that Curtis Blow is in the scene with him.
And very noticeable in his bright yellow tracksuit.
Yes. He doesn't rap. He doesn't speak. He doesn't dance. He's just there.
Just kind of acknowledges as if
Right.
to say,
This is why we're doing this, because this
you
guy's
know
been
who I
doing
am.
this. Yeah.
Yep, you know who I am.
Yes. The son of Curtis Blow took over for Curtis Blow.
And some fantastic dancers in there.
And from what
We
you read, is that Twitch and his wife?
You know what? I didn't realize that until I read it either.
Right. Because I heard you read the names back in Hip Hop Headlines. I mean, I know
believe it.
Twitch, but.
Yeah. You know what? I have to look and see if that is his wife.
Because they played a couple in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we went back in time. We threw back, if you will, to an undisclosed time, which looked like the 80s, but I'm going to say it's probably.
Allison Holker and Stephen Boss are married.
There we go.
So
they were playing themselves.
Kind of.
Kind of like in Step Up, where Channing Tatum and Jenna Dewan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and what do we say? Fiction from World of Dance. Was it season 1?
Yes, because I don't remember any more than one season.
Yeah.
I think I had
3 or
2,
4.
though.
No, there were more.
Were there more?
Yeah. I want to say there were at least 3. Because Jenna Dewan was the host for 2. And then some guy from like Extra or Entertainment Tonight or something like that is the host after that.
That's interesting because
but Fiction played the Nutcracker.
I dislike Jennifer Lopez so much that I wouldn't watch anything else.
Well, she doesn't do anything except for judge. Her and
but she's
Dollar
obnoxious
Store
when she
Usher
does it.
and the other Huff.
Yeah.
It's not Julianne.
So she doesn't do anything for me.
She doesn't need to. She needs to dance, sucker.
Fuck her anyway. I don't like her. I did like this very much, though. As I said, the dancing Fiction was fantastic.
It was. And then
one
favorite is they do the Soul Train line when the credits are rolling. Everybody gets to break out and do their own thing. You know, not this is the dance that we've taught you for this, and you had to learn it for this. No, you get to just freestyle as the credits roll. I mean, Twitch has been in a whole bunch of.
I was duly impressed.
He's been in a whole bunch of those Step Up movies. I was picking him up. I'm like, hey, Twitch is back. And then he was DJ, for those of you who can't see the air quotes, for the Ellen show.
Yeah, whatever.
Yep. I think he was like a judge or an instructor on some other dance show, like So You Think You Can Dance or one of those things. Like, he's a super talented dancer.
He really is. It was like I said, it's the first time I have watched a Fresh Flicks twice because I watched it the following day with Emily. So
and it's one of the few, and I'm not picking on you, everybody else is. It's one of the few that you've been able to be there from beginning to end.
I have done like 3 out of the last 4 though.
Yes. No. I'm. You have life things that get in your way. I understand. I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to pick on you, but you were there before it started, and you were there after it ended, and I wanted to give you credit for being there for the whole thing.
Well, yay me.
Yes.
But yeah, it was really, really good. Really good. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. I can't wait to see what you pick for December. Probably going to be freaking Beat Street because it's a Christmas movie. Even though didn't we already do Beat Street?
Yes, we did.
I thought we did, but you know,
we did. Doesn't matter.
If we're ever going to repeat one, that's probably the one to repeat.
Yep,
So,
it's Crima movie.
Crima. As opposed, unless you wanted to Krampus, but I don't think it's it.
It's not.
Unless we watch it and just keep going, oh, Crim and Crampa the whole time.
Over and over, yes.
Because, that would get real annoying after about 2 minutes.
People would leave and it would just be just you and me left watching the movie.
Yeah. So, Crim and Crampa. Shut up!
Trying to watch the fucking movie.
Which movie?
Sorry.
Crim and Crampa.
Oh, Crim and Krampus.
Do we have time to touch on the non-fungible football league?
I don't even know anymore. How about we just mention who's winning, who's losing, and where we might be? Let's not dig too deep. We'll just go yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, and we'll see you next week.
I am, let's see. So I am in a dogfight right now. I'm winning, but I'm projected to lose now by 1.78 points. So if that happens, I'm going to be very angry.
Well, you can drive over there and take it up with Ronnie.
CJ Uzomagad, danger. You lost to Sanket or
No, Manny.
Manny. So Manny goes to 6-6. You drop to 7-5. If I hold on to the lead, I go to 7-5. Otherwise, I'll drop to 6-6. Ronnie's either going to be 4-8 or 5-7, depending on how this thing ends. Yep. Dr. Tim is going to drop to 4-8. MC Aiden featuring DMW already has that one in the bag. Sanket will move to 6-6. Dr. Tim will drop to 4-8.
And I got lucky that Hugo came through for me here.
Yeah, Becca drops to 7-5. Yep. Hugo moves up to 6-6. This one is not over yet, but it is
it's
projected to be more of a difference than what it is now. And if all hangs on the way it is, Greg is going to move to 11-1, and Ian is going to drop to 5-7. And No Digsity,
no doubt,
moves to 7-5. And Felicia's going to drop to 2-10. I believe that is going to.
I think it's going to solidify
clinch the Felicia Trophy for Felicia this year.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's left in the run unless you beat Ronnie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. Technically, Dr. Tim is still in the running.
Yeah.
At 4-7.
Well, he's 4-8.
4-8 after losing. Yeah, so
I think that's going to kind of knock him down more so. Yeah, I'm at 6-6 if this
I think
goes
you're safe.
the way they're projecting.
Yeah.
Which might put me still in the playoffs, but as the last seed. I mean, if the playoffs started today, I'm in the playoffs as the number 5 seed. MC Aiden is the number 6 seed. They already moved to 6-6, so we will be tied at 6-6. So I figure that's probably, although Manny is going to be 6-6. So I'm not sure where that puts him at this point.
Yeah, it'd be a big fumble fuck until the end. But I think looking at it, the only person who has a chance to take the Felicia Trophy away from Felicia this year is Dr. Tim.
Yeah, and he'd have to go on an epic run of failure over the last 3 weeks, and Felicia would have to string together a couple of wins. And I'm not so sure I see that. But
no, that's one of those. My team can make it into the playoffs if we win one game, 3 other teams lose, and 1 other team wins. It's that 2 weeks before the playoffs explanation of how every team could back in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Dr. Tim could back himself into the Felicia Trophy, but it looks like Felicia's going to stick it out.
Mm-hmm. Now, week 13 matchups. Let's see. Week 14. I believe week 15 is when playoffs start.
Okay.
Yeah, week 15, December 13th through the 19th. That's when the playoffs start. So I think we got 3 weeks before the playoffs. So anything can happen over 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks could make the difference of the winner and loser of the Felicia Trophy.
So we got to finish 12. We got 13 and 14 to go, and then so we've got 2 full weeks plus the rest of this week, and that will determine who makes the playoffs. So it's getting interesting.
Yeah, down to the nitty gritty.
So
and the dirt band.
Yes. So anything else to go over?
I don't think so. I think you should, at this point, switch hats from Bill to Phil and take us home.
Now, is somebody going to ask for my hat this week?
He's not here tonight.
Yeah, who is it that usually asks for my hat?
Chris Kinsley.
Kinsley, that's right. Okay. Yeah, he's not here tonight. That's a shame. So the Mr. Throwback Thursday show is an official affiliate of Death Wish Coffee, the world's strongest coffee. You can find them at deathwishcoffee.com, also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Death Wish Coffee. Go to their page, order whatever you need to order. They have a sale going on right now. I don't think our promo code will work with the sale.
Probably not, but you can try it.
If you get non-sale items, use the promo code TBT and save 12% off your order.
Yes, do that.
So, World's Strongest Coffee, deathwishcoffee.com. Ginger Dead in my mug tonight. Thank you very much.
Chocolate rum ball cold brew in mine.
Friends of the show, Def Rugs, defrugs.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Def Rugs. Handmade, high-quality hip-hop themed rugs from the original Rug E Fresh, Marshall Fox, and his business associate, the Green-Eyed Bandit, Eric Sermon. Go check out Def Rugs and see what they're all about. Up in Schenectady, New York is Heather Lynch. She is the proprietor of the Bittersweet Candy Company. She makes candy and chocolate that is handmade, small batch, different, and
delicious.
Check her out on Facebook. Order at bittersweetcandy.com. Use our code THROWBACK. Save 10% off your order at Bittersweet Candy. They do have peppermint bark. They have white chocolate with dried cherries and pistachios. That's Gail's favorite.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're looking for a gift,
dark chocolate covered circus peanuts.
If you're looking for a Christmas gift for Gail, order
yes.
white chocolate with pistachios and dried cherries.
There you go.
Bittersweet Candy, and have it delivered to Gail. So there, that's my help for your Christmas list, Gail. Melted Mics, MLTDMICS.com. Pumice T. Mendola has hip-hop themed t-shirts that he's offering. Through meltedmics.com, use our code MR, Throwback Thursday, save 10% off of your order at Melted Mics. And I got to the mute button on time.
You did, very good. Now I want you to pause right there because we almost forgot.
What did we almost... Oh!
Socks!
I should have rememred that because I actually just took my socks off, So you know what? And you know what? All these people I'm getting ready to mention during the shout-outs are probably people who are entered in this.
Probably.
So let us do the drawing for hashtag socks.
And the winner is Sarah Henderson.
Sarah, get some socks.
All about the socks.
Sarah can wear those socks next time we do Fresh Flicks.
She can.
She can have...
And hopefully the cat won't eat them.
She can have Flick socks. Congratulations, Sarah. Poor Nipsey.
Hey, Nipsey won a mug once.
Yes, he did.
I know, because I had to pay the shipping on that shit.
I know you did. Sarah with a big yay, and she earned it. So enjoy your socks, Sarah. So back to, we did Melted Mics.
We did.
MLTDMICS. The last one we have is Etsy.com. Search for Geek Like You, where the geek shall inherit the earth. Pop culture and hip-hop themed items from the sick, twisted mind of Mr. Throwback Thursday himself and his sick, twisted wife, Mrs. Throwback Thursday. Lots of cool stuff in the store.
We have some new ornaments.
Order quick because it's going to be closed soon. He's got some orders to pack up.
Especially since I'm having surgery on Friday.
Hopefully there won't be a bowl game on the next Fresh Flicks. If Florida State makes a bowl and it's on Fresh Flicks night, we know where Gail will be.
What are we looking at? Like day after Christmas? Is that what we're... No, that's the 26th. We'll be doing a show then.
I was going to say Christmas is a Sunday.
The 30th. We will probably do Fresh Flicks on the 30th. That's a Friday.
More than likely. Yeah.
So then, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is the time we're going to do the show? That's 2 weeks from now. We're doing it on a Sunday.
Right.
Okay, so I will not interrupt you anymore. Move along.
So we mentioned Etsy.com/shop/geek like you, where the geek shall inherit the earth. It is time for the social media network for the show.
Oh, yeah, we have that.
MrThrowbackThursday.com is the homepage. Go check that out. Check out all the little tabs on the top and all the little links that you can check
Except
out.
for the
You
friends
check
of the
out
show one. I have to fix that one.
Posse Wall of Fame and
That
hit
one
us
I've
up
updated.
and all that stuff. So go check it out. You can also follow us on our socials. Jamie on Twitter is at @the_MR_TBT. I am Bill_MR_TBT, which is also my Instagram handle. Jamie's Instagram handle, Mr. Throwback Thursday, MR Throwback Thursday on the gram. So go find us, follow us, do whatever it is you got to do there.
Yeah, do the damn thing.
If you are so inclined, you can send us emails to mrthrowbackthursday@gmail.com. Shout-outs time.
Yay, yay.
We are going to start our shout-out with tonight's contest winner. So our first shout-out goes to Sarah Henderson and Gail Dunmeyer and Manny Baez and John Henderson and Hugo Gonzalez, Sanket Patel, Teresa Lynn Simple Luxuries at teresalynns.com, Clay Arsenault, Jason Eckert, The Shrieking Warrior, Jennifer Buchanan, Jacob O'Neill, Jason Heath, Paulie Tibbert, Chris Kinsley, who always wants my hat, Jessica Walker, Deshauna Townley, Shane Hatley, Ricky Schnarr, Kenneth Elsfelder, Brian Hollenbeck, known as Mr. Cranky Pants to everybody
yes.
here, Robert Jeffroy, Kate Harvey, Mark Merriam, Catherine Liska, and Canadian Ken Dwinell. They get mentioned every week because
I got 5 on it.
Or more.
You want to get your name mentioned every week? Become a patron. Go to patreon.com/MRTBT or go to MrThrowbackThursday.com. Click that little link that says become a patron.
Yes, it's very easy.
Friends of the show, as always, do not forget Anthony, Imran, and Rugboy over at the Jock and Nerd Podcast. Check out our friend Talking Ty on her webpage, BrooklynTyNYC.com. And her show, What's the Word Podcast with Brooklyn Ty NYC. Look at that shirt that Jamie's sporting.
Yay.
I like the color scheme on that, too, by
I
the way.
got to support our friends.
Hardest working turntablist in the world, our friend DJ B, the proprietor of Freshtopia in Virginia, as well as the owner and operator of It'sFreshRadio.com.
Yes.
Fresh Radio also available as an app for your phones, regardless of what type of phone you have. Go check your app store and find the Fresh Radio app for your phone. You can listen to us every Thursday from 6 to 8 a.m. on Fresh Radio, either through the app or through the website, and then stick around. After we're done at 8 o'clock, you can stick around for the DJB All Request Show, and you can tweet your requests to B at Real Fresh Radio, and he will do his best to seamlessly get them in for you.
Just don't ask him for Booyah Tribe.
He just doesn't like them, huh?
Nope. It's not in his repertoire.
So, also, we want to make mention of Wild One Radio, wildoneradio.com. Another home where you can find Mr. Throwback Thursday. We air, I believe, 7 a.m. Eastern on Wild One Radio for the first time every week. And then all throughout the weekend, go check out Wild One Radio. They will tell you when Mr. Throwback Thursday is available in your area.
They will.
Don't forget to subscribe, rate, review, all that good stuff. Go find us, share the good word, take good care of yourselves, wash your hands.
Wash your butt.
And until next time, keep it classic.
And like Cool Keith says, sugar smacks. I got the rhythm for your ass cracks.
And always remember,
new school stale, old school fresh.
That's fresh. Fresh.